of pink wine.
Yeah, you probably should. I actually don't even have my beer in here. I have to go get it. Hi, people. We are live.
Oh, we're live.
Yeah. This is my first live stream on my channel. So if I look like I don't know what I'm doing, it's because I don't. So
it's okay. It's going great so far, if you ask me.
Yep.
Katie?
We're not going to get like YouTube to remove the video or anything if I pour wine, are we?
I don't think so.
There's a lot worse stuff on YouTube.
Since Greg drank from the bottle.
Yeah.
Your pirate ship in a bottle picture.
Oh, yes. The pirate ship.
Yes. Pete and Sharon and Katie are all going to be here, but they're going to be a little late. So Pete won't probably be here until like 9 o'clock. So, yeah.
For once, I'm not the late one.
Yeah, you aren't. You aren't. It's exciting.
What's in the cup?
Gin and tonic.
Oh, what gin and tonic, you mean? With the silent W.
Win and Wanick, if you pronounce the W's.
They're supposed to be silent. I thought that was the agreement.
Oh, well, I'm a barbarian who doesn't know how to pronounce words correctly.
Of course you are.
Yes.
Ben, good morning, everyone. Okay.
Yeah, did you go to sleep then? I thought it was 1 o'clock there. Well, technically it is morning then.
Ben wants to see me cry. I told him that I was getting close to the part of sort of Kagan that makes people cry, and then I might cry on the stream. So.
Oh no! Silent tears.
Yeah, we'll see.
Oh.
I will not say any words about that.
If I simply leave, no, I'm kidding. I would.
I haven't read Sword of Kaigen yet. I have it on my Kindle, and I know I will cry. I'm a crier. I cry like.
I could be mistaken, but I thought that it was chapter 17 that people said, and I am just about to start chapter 16. So
you'll get there.
I think you're in the middle of.
I'm in the middle of stuff
a battle.
Going down.
Yeah.
I'm in the middle of stuff going down. Yeah.
Okay.
For sure.
Oh, that was supposed to be a high. Wow, that's how that works. Oh, okay.
I forgot to open the stream. Let's see.
Hi,
I have to troll the chat a bit.
I know. This is literally like the first time I've seen this thing, so I'm going to probably mess it up a lot, but that's okay. I'm Kate, the Almost Book Doctor. If you're here, you know my channel. Grace, why don't you introduce yourself?
Yes, well, my channel is just my name, which is Grace Dionne, and I talk about books, mostly fantasy books. I don't know, I don't really know what else to say. I kind of just do whatever I would like to do at the time, talk about the books that I'm reading, and have fun.
Yay, go ahead, Greg.
Yes, I am Gregory Laperche, which is also my name. So, yeah. And I also talk about books and whatever I want, like everyone, I guess. So, yeah.
And politics.
Politics, yep.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Fact books.
Fact books. Yes. All the facts, all the books.
My new favorite term.
Yeah.
I can't not say it. Every time I'm doing is like a tag or something and I mention something that's actually real, I have to say fact books. My brain doesn't recognize the term nonfiction any longer. But what is everybody reading today?
I haven't read anything in like 3 days.
I haven't either.
Yeah, still reading Priory of the Orange Tree. Still.
This is the read for July for the Wizardly Duo Disco.
Disco, yes, it is a disco now.
It's a disco.
Andrew, you have to do that now. We require disco. So I have no idea what I'm going to read because I've been in a giant reading slump. So I'm either going to continue my Mistborn reread, start Orconomics, or read Price of Spring.
We could start Orconomics.
We could start Orconomics. Are you going to pull it out? Will you do it?
It's right here. Oh, man, my precarious tower of books. It was not on the top.
Katrina's comment just killed me.
What? This is very true. This is very true. Oh, Anita, yes! Betrayal in Winter. Betrayal in Winter, yes.
My gosh, yes. I need to read Betrayal in Winter next month, I think. Or actually, I don't know when, because me and Ben were gonna buddy read it, and they have rudely not delivered his book. So
how rude!
I know.
I I DNF'd it, Evie. I read it like forever ago. I'm just gonna do Dragons of Winter night, and so that's gonna be. I'm just gonna skip ahead to the next book. You don't like Orconomics, Andrew? Why?
Yeah, I forget why he said he doesn't like it, but Pete does like it. Those are the only two opinions I have.
And Pete's an accountant, so
yeah.
Jeff Bezos took it to space. Oh my god.
It's going to be very cultured when it comes back.
That's one way to put it. Have you guys all like seen the memes that have been trolling around the internet about his dick ship?
Oh, I've seen the picture.
God,
I feel like that's enough of a meme by itself.
Oh yeah. It reminds me of in the beginning of How I Met Your Mother, how Ted's boss like builds that building that looks like a dick. And he doesn't see it, and everyone points it out, but the one guy does not get it the whole time.
No one can say anything because he's the boss, and then when his bosses come in, they're just like, "That's a penis."
Yep, exactly. Oh, we have a very important. Oh,
super boring. That's it.
And this one, Greg.
Yes, Orconomics is all about Brazilian politics. No, if you want economics and Brazilian politics unironically, which is probably not a serious thing that you want, but if you do, read this book.
Anita, my pink wine is very good. Thank you for asking.
Is it a special type of pink wine, or does it just say pink wine on it?
To be honest, I think it's literally just Pinot Grigio, but pink. Because it literally, like, it's like actually, oh my goodness, Pinot Grigio, but it just says pink.
That's like the best kind. Pinot Grigio is my favorite type of wine.
Same here. So when I saw it, I was like, oh, it's pink though. So it's perfect.
I don't have to add food coloring this time. Jeff Bezos is Dr. Evil. Yep, sounds pretty right. This is going to be terrible. My ADHD is like, let's just look at the chat and not listen to the screen. Oh, wow. That stuff is, oh, wait. Whoa. Was
Moscato or bust.
Are we going to stain the wine pink with blood?
I really hope not, Ben. That's a little intense. Moscato's too sweet for me.
I started out drinking Moscato, and then I like moved to Pinot, which is the next step.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like.
Yeah.
I think it's like the girl drink way. At least like where I'm from, most people who don't like beer right away start with like Leinenkugel, and they have like a berry flavored beer that's really sweet, and then you move to like better beer. Same thing with wine. Like you start with the super sweet stuff, and then you get more sophisticated.
Yeah. I'm still not on the level of adulthood of actually liking red wine. I have not gotten there.
I don't think I ever will like red wine unless it's sangria and has lots of fruit in it.
Okay, sangria is awesome. So
sangria is Moscato, basically.
Yeah, I mean, but it's meant to be like it has a whole bunch of juice in it. Like you know what you're getting into. You know what I mean? Like you did that on purpose.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
It's more sophisticated than Moscato because it's fancier. Oh, that's how you do it. Okay, banners.
Evie, I do love my adult apple juice. I'm a big cider drinker.
Cider is good. Oh my gosh. I should go grab a can. I think I have one can left. It's a blueberry lavender cider that they make in Michigan, and it's so good.
That's very interesting.
Random alcohol from when my friend was over this weekend. We bought like 5 different things. I was like, you have to take some home because I won't drink it all.
So the reason that I had to go out and buy wine is because the other options are vodka, tequila, and Jaeger. So
Jaeger is always a good option. However, probably not the best for a live stream.
Yeah, well, my roommate told me that I should just drink the tequila, and I was like, well, I don't know if we're on that level for this event.
That would have to be on a weekend.
There's no rule saying you can't drink tequila.
No, there is no rule, but I feel like
I
do you have
mean,
a thing to do tomorrow?
If we last 4 hours, maybe I'll take a shot of tequila at midnight for my birthday.
Tomorrow's your birthday?
Yeah.
Yes, birthday.
I had no idea. Wakila.
Greg will pass the heck out by midnight, but
Yeah, if we try to make it to midnight, I'll just be like.
Yep.
Sometimes Katrina messages me if I'm on a live stream and I look sleepy, and she's always like, "Wake up, wake up." It's so funny. It makes me laugh, and it actually does wake me up. So yeah,
it's a good motivator.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, thank you. You're a little early, but thank you.
Birthday, not birthday, birthday.
Yes.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
That's never good. I love Jaeger. I like doing Jaeger bombs, but I'm starting to get too old for that, man.
Jaeger bombs, the first time I ever thank you to James also for the birthday wish. I just see in the chat.
Yes.
But the first time I ever did a Jaeger bomb was in like first year of university, and I had actually never had Red Bull before that.
Oh God.
And so after the bar, I'm thinking like, oh, thank you, Katrina. I'm thinking like, why am I up until like 4 a.m. without being tired? And I realized it was because I ingested a bunch of Red Bull with my alcohol without realizing it.
Yeah.
It's my like concert drink is like vodka Red Bull because you can get tipsy, but you're still like ready to mosh.
Energetic. That's a good strategy.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Like
my friends feed me Jaeger and Red Bull. That's the only time I drink it. They're like, Greg, you can't be sleepy. And I'm like, okay.
How often does this happen? How can we get you to drink Jaeger and Red Bull on a live stream?
Oh, geez. I don't know. I never have Jaeger. I had a second coffee, though, so I'll be awake. It'll be fine.
Okay.
The doctor recommends it.
Yeah.
Oh, no,
Yeah.
you can't say that yet. In about 2 weeks, we can't make those jokes anymore because then I'm going to actually get in trouble, so. Okay, should we? Oh, wait, there's people waiting, and I didn't even notice it. That makes me a terrible person.
Oh.
Hi.
Hello.
Welcome, Sharon. Woohoo! You guys made it.
We're talking about Jaeger bombs. Welcome.
I never notice when people are waiting.
Yeah.
No, I've been waiting for like 10 seconds.
Okay, good. Do you guys want to introduce yourselves and tell us what you're reading?
Sure. So I'm Katie from Katie Without an E, and I'm reading The Sword of Megan.
Yeah, twins.
Are you going to cry too on live stream?
Maybe. We'll see.
It's a possibility.
Hey, this is Sharon, and I have yet to decide what I'm reading because I'm in the middle of like 9 things and in a slump and haven't read more than 1 book this month. My dogs have balls in the background, and they are squeaking away. So sorry about that.
I was wondering what that was.
It's so cute.
I was going to ask Katie if it was her dog.
Oh, no. They were playing what's called stare ball, where they throw the ball. My husband throws the ball down the stairs and up the stairs and up, down the stairs and up the stairs because it's too hot outside for them.
Aw, babies.
Not really, but yeah. So I don't know what I think. I'm in the middle. I have my local book club next week, and we're reading The Paris Architect. So I probably should pick that up.
Is that like a historical romance?
It is. It's a historical fiction, but it's not my favorite genre. But we'll see. Kate read it, and she really liked it. Kate, literary apothecary Kate.
Awesome. That bodes well.
And Greg, I do have pink wine.
Oh, one up in me.
I finished my pink wine bottle yesterday.
Oh no, you mistimed it.
How could you?
I drank all of my pink wine on Saturday on Andrew's live stream.
That was a great stream. Oh my gosh.
Oh God.
One for the ages.
I'm gonna have to rewatch it at some point. But should we read starting at 8:15 or 15?
Yes.
How long should we read for, guys? You want to do like half an hour, or do you want to go to the double zeros?
Half hour is good.
Half hour is good.
Yeah, that's good.
How do I do this?
Also, if James, if you're still here, I forgot we have to read this.
Good night,
If
Ben.
you're still interested. Oh yeah, and I have to read Parable of the Sower as well.
Well,
Yeah, I'm listening to that too, and I'm not sure about it. Charmaine and I were discussing it, and I don't know.
I haven't even started it yet, but
I haven't started either. I have it on my Kindle.
I'm listening to it. It may be just that I'm listening to it. So.
Wait, what's hidden, Andrew? Oh, is the live stream hidden? That was probably for the best.
unhide it so I can download it, and then I'll pull clips from it if
you ever need to blackmail me for some reason.
Yeah.
I keep hearing references to this live stream, but
I signed on like
exactly.
2 hours later to go in the chat, and everyone was just like drunk and crazy. I was like, what?
My childhood best friend was visiting me. We've been friends for 22 years. And she was like, let's drink wine. And I asked her if she wanted to do this live stream. And she was just very high energy and pulls out a side of me that I don't necessarily show often on BookTube. And it was just ridiculous. She like read a dramatic reading from her Regency smut novel that she's been doing. Okay. And Ben has asked her to do a dramatic reading for his Kissing the Coronavirus review. So...
Yep, she has a talent. She has a future in reading.
It wasn't always hidden though, was it? Because I went and watched the start of that live stream like a day after or whatever, because I missed it at the time, but I was curious, and it was very entertaining already, very chaotic in the first few minutes.
Chaotic is the way to describe us. But this is an important part. This is an important part of the stream.
I was at the gas station yesterday, and there was a car parked that had like an OnlyFans logo printed on the side of it.
What?
That was Greg's car.
Yeah, that was my car. Yeah, I was visiting Long Island.
Why don't you say hi?
Yeah, I don't know.
How dare you, Greg? But and Andrew can send the link if you guys want him to.
Yeah. Awesome. It needs to be done.
Mm-hmm.
I also, just for clarification, I already had an OnlyFans according to my Discord. It was just retold to people. I started promoting it on your live stream.
This is true. True. What was I gonna say? Oh, Ben already sent me the clip or like the thing he wants Brianna to read, and I have never read anything more disturbing in my life. So
there was an excerpt from it in his Discord that I was like, okay, that's enough for me. One paragraph, we're done.
Well, especially as like a research person, like
I know, I was like, this hits a little too close to home. I'm not reading this.
No. Oh my gosh. Okay, now that we won't stop talking, I'm going to have to adjust the banner. Let's go to...
How's your new place, Kate?
It's good. Here's a sneak peek of my bookshelf. This bookshelf.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah. And number 2 is over there, but my room is a mess, so I'm not showing that to you right now. But, I'm trying to figure out how I want to do like a bookshelf tour and everything, because I don't want to bore everyone for 45 minutes. But
you can never bore me, Kate.
Oh, thank you. But let's actually read for the people who actually want to read while we're here. And we'll come back at 50, so right before the hour.
Okay.
Cool. Awesome. Happy reading, guys. How did everyone do?
I got very distracted. And so I read like 13 pages.
That's okay. So did I. I had to feed my dogs.
Aww.
I read 31 pages.
Did you reach chapter 17 yet?
Yes, I read through chapter 17 and I'm in chapter 18.
Oh wow, you guys are so ahead of me.
Oh,
So
sort
I
of.
started.
13.
Was it tier worthy?
Well, I have a feeling that if I hadn't, like, if this makes sense, if I hadn't stopped before chapter 16 and I had kept the momentum that I had going earlier, I feel like I might have. But, like, making it more choppy made me be like, I can tell that this is emotional, but I'm not crying, you know?
No, that makes sense. That makes tons of sense. Yeah. So I won't stop before then when I read that book.
Most likely not. But I feel like if you want the full emotional experience, you should read from like chapter 13 to chapter like 18 straight through.
Ooh, yeah, I'm definitely.
Yeah,
not
that's like
doing that.
all one chapter.
Yeah.
Ugh, I definitely
Hi,
can't do that.
Hey, Ariel.
Hi, Ariel.
Are you both
Hello.
reading Sword of Kaigan?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I made dinner or started dinner and listened to 2 chapters of Parable of the Sower, and I don't know if it's for me.
No.
Are you just starting it?
I sampled
Now I'm
that
on chapter
audiobook.
12.
Okay.
Oh wow,
I
that's
sampled it. I didn't love like the
Writing?
narrator's voice. I felt like I couldn't
Yeah.
get into it.
Have you read any Octavia Butler before, or is this your first one? So I have read Kindred, and I liked Kindred a lot. And I don't know how it compares to Parable of the Sower, but it's more, it's like time travel stories.
Right.
So it's less like dystopian than it is like racial commentary. And I really, really, really liked Kindred. So
Yeah,
This
I
is-
listened to Kindred. I loved it.
This is classified as science fiction, but it's like super light science fiction. Like,
Okay.
so I'm just, because at the same time I'm listening to Saint's Blood, which I love, right? I love Greatcoats, so like I'm drawn to that story and those characters, and then this is a very slow moving, yeah, Kindred is excellent. I knew Ariel loved it. It's just very slow moving, and I don't know, it feels a little bit of a slog, but you're right, Katie, it might be because of the narrator.
rude.
And then I picked up The Paris Architect, which is actually good, and I appreciate all my friends who try to get me to read more historical fiction. I don't know Grace and Katie, but I'm typically like horror, science fiction, thriller,
Oh, okay.
and just started reading fantasy, so this is like really out of my element. And so my local book club that we all meet together meets next week, and they constantly are picking like historical fiction and Reese Witherspoon books. And I'm like, but next week it's my turn, and I am picking Project Hail Mary.
Oh, nice.
Ooh, yeah.
They're all going to read science fiction.
Yeah, you got to
Get
be
them out of their shells. Get them to
I
read.
actually like historical fiction, but I mostly read fantasy.
Don't say that too loud, or Klaus will make you read Dorothy Dunnet.
Well, I
Now,
feel
see,
like
I got that for my birthday. I got the Game of Kings. Is that it?
Yeah.
I haven't read it yet.
Confused with the Game of Thrones, Game of Kings.
I feel like I'll probably read Game of Kings eventually, like once I see what everyone thinks of it, because right now Klaus is getting like everyone to read it, right?
Yeah.
So
I'm also halfway through Guns of the Dawn, which I love.
Ooh, I really do want to read that one.
Love the main character, Emily. Like, she's such a great badass character.
The description of her as like kind of a Jane Austen like esque character that fits also in this fantasy world just sounds like the combination of things that I would just like absolutely love.
Have you read Greatcoats?
No, but I actually have the first 2 books on Kindle, so I have the opportunity sometimes.
To me, she's like Jane Austen meets Greatcoats.
Okay.
That's my opinion, but And I love it. I have to pick it back up.
I'm really excited to try Tchaikovsky. I have so many of his books and I haven't read any of them, which is ridiculous. But I think I'm going to start with Cage of Souls, which is his other like standalone, and it's about like a planet that's being overtaken by like creatures in the jungle, and there's like a prison in the middle of the jungle that you end up at. It just sounds really, really cool. So I'm going to try that one first because
Kate, I got that from Alan for my birthday.
Oh, you did? Oh, yes. Yes, another person who can read it.
Yes. We have so many buddy reads that we have in our heads.
I know. I have to actually read Count of Monte Cristo next month, though, because
I do too.
I can't say I'm going to do it and not do it. Oh, arrived. Wait, Pete, I don't see you. Oh, there, you're down there. I didn't realize that. There we go.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Hi, guys.
Hello.
I'm here.
What are you reading, Pete? Or what are you going to read?
Well, I'm going to be editing because I have a video that I'm almost done that I want to get to. I'm actually in the middle of two.
Oh, that's a chunky.
It's a really chunky book. I didn't realize how chunky this was before I bought it.
I know. I bought it, and I was like, okay, this is like I could build a house with this book.
Yeah. It really is a brick.
A cat squasher, I think it's called.
A lion squasher.
Child beater.
It's big enough to be a big cat squasher.
Cat squasher.
It could be.
Chase my kids with it.
No, I'm not sponsored by Emmett. It's actually my roommates, but I do
It looks like
it.
you're displaying it, like you're Vanna White or something.
Sponsors.
You could just steal some, and maybe your roommate will never know.
That's a good place to put books if you're reviewing it. It's just like right there. You can't not see it.
Like your handy dandy bookshelf, Greg.
Exactly. Yep, right here.
Wait. I have a stack of books I can put there.
Oh,
You guys
geez.
have stacks of books lying
wow.
around, don't you?
Now this
Yeah.
is marketing.
I've got one right here.
Everywhere.
My bookshelf's like kind of that way, but you have to see part of my messy room before it, so I'm not gonna.
My bookshelf is filled, and then there's books stacked on top of the stacks of books, and then I had to turn some books sideways to squeeze them in, and I can't even see which ones they are. So
I have one bookshelf that's entirely Star Wars books that has. It's a really deep book. It's a deep bookshelf. It's like a foot and a half feet deep, but it has like 120 or 140 Star Wars books on it.
you have that many Star Wars books?
Oh yeah, that's not even all of them.
Oh wow.
I didn't
I've
even
never
know
read
that
a
many
Star
Star
Wars
Wars
book.
books existed.
There's like a lot of Star Wars books.
Look at this dog. She's just staring at me.
Hi, puppy.
What up, dog?
She's just looking at me this whole time, just like, hello.
Yeah, book Tetris is exactly what it is. It's what I do all the time.
Mm-hmm. Pete, Greg and I are reading.
Yeah.
I didn't start. I lied.
Liar! Liar!
Oh no! How is the first
Oh,
2 pages or whatever?
Oh, I read more than 2 pages. Your face. I read the first chapter after taking the dog out. And it's really funny. I like it so much. I feel like if I knew more about insurance, I would enjoy it more because I would like get all of the jokes.
Mm-hmm.
I don't get all of the jokes.
That would
Is
be
that-
something.
Greg, is that the read that you're doing with Charmaine?
Yep. In my Discord,
Andrew.
we will see if I like it. I think people have liked it so far, other than Andrew. But I mean, people in my Discord, I guess, who have been talking about it.
I have the
Why?
word.
I think of whales because I see like Orco, but I
Yeah.
think Orca.
Okay, that's what
I
I thought.
misspelled it
Oh.
one
I
time.
literally thought
I'm
the
never
book was
gonna live it down.
No,
you-
you're not.
Did you fix it on your Discord or did you leave it? Please tell me you left it.
No, I think I fixed it.
Dang it.
I think I would prefer a book about orcas.
It's been, the channel's been spammed with orca gifts.
Yeah, so many whales.
Grace,
Free Willy.
Grace, be the change you want in the world. Write a book called Orconomics about orcas and their economics.
There's not enough whale fantasy books.
You're right, Greg. You're absolutely right. I'm gonna.
I can't. I don't know any.
There
Yeah.
is the
collaborate.
There's the fourth Star Trek movie where they go back in time and Spock wants to save the whales, which is fantastic. Or I'm the only one who's seen that, and I'm just a real big nerd. That's fine too.
I've never gotten into Star
all of them,
Trek,
Kate.
but
all
I'm
of
into
them.
most other nerdy things.
I've never seen
sorry.
Star Trek, but like if you ask me about like the majority of like movies or TV, I probably haven't seen it, so I'm bad for that.
I just rewatched the 3 newest ones with what's his name, Chris Pine.
Yep.
Well, I have seen the first one of that, so I'm not an idiot at least.
I'm not the only one. Thank you, Andrew. It's cheesy. It's like completely cheesy. I mean, it has William Shatner in it, but like, it's fun. It's.
I just can't get over that Chris Hemsworth is that guy's dad. What's his name?
James T. Kirk?
Yeah.
What? Who's his name?
I told you I don't know anything.
He's so old now.
No.
Don't even, Kate. Don't even.
I always forget the names too.
I've seen the movie. I just forgot his name.
I can't even comment. I haven't seen it, so.
We read
I'm not. I know that.
I know way too many movies and way too many television shows. I'm that person who has to have like something on in the background all the time, so I just like take information in even if I'm not paying attention to it, and then I just like know all the references.
Yeah, I just do that with YouTube videos now.
I am so behind on everyone's videos. It's sad.
I'm so behind.
You'll never catch up.
There is no such thing as being caught up.
Pete, I've failed. I haven't watched one of Pete's videos since 1975. Yeah.
Wow.
I know I have like big book hauls from Andrew and Nico. I have to watch. I have this too much.
Like Pete, at one point, didn't you not have a beard? I think that may have been the last time I watched the video.
I mean, I had like, I don't think I've shaved it since I've been on book 2, but I've had it where it was really close for most for a lot of it. So
I am joking.
No, you're good.
Oh, Grace, here's the. It's called.
Oh, that's pretty.
Oh, I really like the label on that. It's pretty.
Cool.
It is a blueberry shandy cider, and it's a blueberry lavender lemonade cider, and it has a quote from Beyonce on it. So
I want one.
Beyonce blurb the cider. We love that.
I have like a Truly Punch thing that I don't even like, but it's all I got. But I put it in a nice glass to make me feel better.
They're really sweet, Katie, aren't they?
Yeah,
so
I'm
sweet.
like not the biggest fan, but
Put
I
some
got them
grapefruit
because my
juice in.
friend liked them.
And it's pink. Big,
It is pink.
big glass.
I'll pretend it's mine.
thank you, Andrew. Original Star Trek. I am a Next Generation fan. The original one's a little too dramatic for me. But.
I love it. Next Generation.
I love Picard. He's my favorite. And there's a road in the city I just moved in called Picard, and it just makes me happy every time I drive on it. Hi, Narcel.
Wait, Kate, you're in Massachusetts.
Narcel.
Massachusetts now or Michigan?
No, I moved from Massachusetts back to Michigan, and so now I live in the middle of Michigan now. And my apartment complex is surrounded by cornfields. Someone save me from the rednecks, please.
So when do you start school?
My orientation is on the 9th. My white coat ceremony is the 13th, and then I start classes on the 16th.
That's excited for you.
Where?
Central Michigan University, which is in the middle of the state. So
In the middle, Central?
What? I mean, the UP would beg to defer because technically that changes the average X direction spot.
There's the UP, and then there's the Lower Peninsula, and so Central Michigan's down here. UP is like.
Have you ever been to this part?
You're not a true Michigander if you haven't gone to the UP.
I forget that part's real.
It's like exiled to Canada or something.
We stole it, low key.
Can you still not get into Canada?
That's changing.
Soon.
Oh. I have a friend who has family in Thunder Bay.
Is that
I've heard of that.
No, I think it might be Wisconsin.
That's what I thought. It sounds anything with a bay is like Wisconsin to my brain.
Thunder Bay
where-
is in Ontario.
Where are you, Pete?
Oh, I heard UP, not UP for a
That's
second.
what I thought too.
Sorry, where are you, Pete?
I'm in southeastern Virginia, so I'm right next to the ocean,
Oh.
roughly.
Oh, nice.
I'm right next to
Chesapeake
the
Bay
ocean,
area.
but in Southern California.
Ooh, I wish that's where I was.
Who
I'm
lives
right
in
next
Southern California?
to, actually, I'm not next to anything because I'm currently in London, but where I grew up was right next to Lake Ontario.
Oh, okay. Wait,
Not
Katie, where are you?
I'm on Long Island in New York.
Oh, okay.
Oh wow.
Where?
I'm like halfway through the island, so like an hour away from Manhattan.
I didn't realize you were like in New York.
Yeah.
When I
I grew
eventually go back to Broadway, I'm going to come and see you.
Please do, please do. I would go to a
Oh,
show.
Kate, Music Man was so good.
Did they film it?
I don't know, but I will get your information. I will send you some videos.
Yes, do it. I'm so excited to see.
Yes.
Oh, really, Bookstore?
In my area.
Yeah.
We might have to say hi if you're comfortable meeting a random person on the internet that also has a beard.
Talk about some Stephen King. Have you read any Stephen King?
No.
You're gonna have to read.
What?
I'm not the biggest horror fan. So I really haven't ever gotten into Stephen King. I think there are things in Stephen King that I'd like to get into, but some of his big stuff, I'm kind of like,
There's stuff that is more thriller. Like,
yeah.
I mean, obviously Gunslinger is,
Gunslinger is something I'd like to get into.
But some of his stuff is more thriller way more than it is horror.
Yeah. But some of his stuff, like It, I honestly gotta say I have zero interest in reading It.
Yeah, no,
I read it twice. But things like The Institute is actually a really interesting thriller.
Do you like Misery? I've been eyeing that one.
Misery is good. That's scary. Like, that's like creepy scary.
Oh, okay. I still want to.
It's not like I don't know. For people who don't do clowns, it is really like it's kind of a thing for people, right? Like, if you hate clowns, don't read the book.
Yeah,
Or a certain arachnid. But there's so many of his books that are really quite good.
I am not an arachnid fan.
I am not either.
I mean, if they get big enough, then I start to get nervous, but
arachnids don't super bother me, but
wasps.
No, I don't know who Bookish Drummer first name is, but you're absolutely right. He's not all horror. There's so much of his stuff that's thriller.
You'll have to recommend me some that are not like straight up horror.
Yeah. The Institute is really interesting. The Outsider is good. That's some of his recent stuff. Salem's Lot is amazing.
Let me plug in my stick that has my TBR on it.
You have your own flash drive with your TBR.
I have a flash drive with a lot of things on it, and my TBR is one of the things that's on it. And yes, it is an Excel spreadsheet because.
How organized are you?
I know what you mean.
I could probably show you guys here.
Yes.
People are so much more organized than I am with their books and stuff, and like TBRs.
I just on my wish list.
I'll make a TBR.
Treat myself with today.
All right, yeah. Kate, I think you're gonna.
Yeah,
have
I'm
to
like,
switch it
oh,
so
that
we
one.
can see it.
How do I do it? Oh wait, hold on.
Talks about the windows.
There we go.
Ooh.
Okay.
Ooh,
So this is. I do have things color coded, and then I have like tentative stuff. Like I've been switching around that, which is Realm of the Arrows.
Well, you're all the way out till next.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God, you're
2023.
But like this is like specific things. Like this line right here is just all of my Malazan stuff, and then this line. is Wheel of Time. I'm probably going to switch Wheel of Time to right back to after. When am I going to start that? October. So October, I'm either going to start Realm of the Elderlings or Wheel of Time.
We are starting Wheel of Time on Greg's channel next month.
That's true.
What's next month? September?
Yeah.
No, it's
August. No. August, I won't be able
August,
to do it. Because not only do I have Dust of Dreams, but I have an entire week. Like, so the church that I work at actually has like this thing that happens the entire first week of August, where we have morning services, night services, and all this crazy stuff. And I'm going to be serving throughout the entire thing. So I'm not going to have much time, sadly. So August is interesting.
Yeah.
Reading spreadsheets are where it's at. There was one time when I took my entire like books that I was interested in list and decided to put them all in a spreadsheet and determine how much it would cost me to buy all of them. And
God, that's not a good idea.
Yeah, it was like, I feel like it was like $1,500 or something.
Stop.
It's kind of less than I expected, though, to be honest, based on the number of books on my like want to read. But
how many books was it?
I can't remember. I feel like there were like,
I mean, if you average it out to 20 bucks a book.
50 books on there, maybe.
I watched.
50. Okay.
I watched a
Which would be $30 a book, I think.
bookshelf tour thing, and someone had like 500 plus books, and all I could think of was how much must that have cost?
I don't even want to think about how much I've spent on books in the past like year, because I've only really been watching BookTube for like about a year and like maybe 4 months or 3 months, so like 15 months, and I have acquired so many books over that time. It's unbelievable. So
yeah, I got out of college and got a disposable income, and I'm like, books?
Literally, it's
I'm still in university, but
Yes,
So
books. Cheers to that.
cheers to books.
Speaking of books, should we, I don't know, read again in 3 minutes?
I forgot about that.
why do we do these streams? I don't know.
Lana definitely said it wasn't for the reading, so
The reading
Yeah,
is
or you can watch in the background here the NHL draft. So there's that going on.
Yeah, I forgot that was at this exact same time. Me and Katie's group chat is going off about it.
I may have it unmuted on another tab.
I'm just watching Blaseball sometimes. Because
I've just been ignoring it, to be honest.
Who won, Pete, against our teams?
Mine did 2 out of 3 in the series that we faced earlier today.
Dang it. I lost. I picked the wrong team.
Well, we're also, so like rankings wise, you and I are in one of the hardest divisions. Like I think we're talking to this random thing called Blaseball that's fake internet thing. But so in the standings, like if we put my team's wins in any other division, we'd be like second. And there was at one point that we were 4th, but we would have been second in any other division. So
that's very frustrating.
Yeah, it is very frustrating, but it's fine. We're gonna make it there anyways. There's still like, what day are we on? Like 40 something. Yeah, so we're on day 58. So we could still got like 20 to 30 more days in this. So one day, because the games are every hour and it's fake simulations and there's incinerations and
Crazy.
black holes.
I can't believe it lasts that long. That's so long.
Well, so let me explain what Blaseball is. Baseball with an L. It's a fake internet simulation thing that you bet on. And they basically took baseball and added a bunch of random things in there. Like there's extra dimensional, and like, so I'm part of, so the team that I back is the LA Unlimited Tacos. And it's unlimited because there's technically an infinite number of Los Angeleses, because something that happened back in season 8 where somebody broke the bridge or something and created an infinite number of Los Angeleses. There's, depending on the weather, there's a chance your players could get incinerated. There's a chance that there's weather that's just salmon. That's it.
So you're saying that it's not unlimited tacos, it's unlimited Los Angeleses? Because that's very disappointing to me.
Yeah,
Well, no. It is unlimited tacos.
There's more
because there
tacos
are
in
unlimited
Los Angeles.
LAs.
Okay.
But
That's what's important here.
Yeah, exactly.
It's tacos.
Infinite versions of an infinite amount of tacos.
Fair enough.
All right, I'm down with that.
Yeah. Anyways, so yeah, it's interesting. So, and there's fan created lore and some other weird stuff, but it's like this. Like, I don't know if you guys have ever heard of rabbits, but it reminds me of that because it's a weird internet corner thing that just Google describes it as a baseball simulation horror game.
Did you say rabbits?
Yeah, the audio drama / book. That's
Okay, I was gonna say I've heard of the animal.
No, it's a book.
Y'all heard about them giraffes?
Not to be confused with the book Bunny.
I was like, I don't know if I just heard him wrong and it was like some sort of variation on the word rabbits or...
My brain's just...
It's like Rabbit the animal or Rabbit the disease?
Rabbit the animal.
Okay.
There's a book and an audio drama that's kind of
like the
interesting.
Hoppy one.
Yeah.
Did I tell you guys my dog swallowed a rabbit whole?
Oh
Like
my
a few
god,
months
yeah,
ago?
that was terrifying.
Like she just picked it up and gross.
Like one of those cartoon animations where the I've seen these cartoons where it's like some long-necked animal, usually like a snake, that just like grabs something by the scruff, picks it up, and just catches it on the way down, like it's some sort of popcorn or whatever. And just,
And then you can see it moving through the animal in the animation. Yeah. You gotta love it.
That's what I was imagining.
And with that wonderful comment, should we start reading? Yes.
Yeah.
Are we gonna go until for half an hour again, or until
Yeah,
50?
probably 50 again.
All right.
Cool. Happy reading, guys.
Happy reading.
Don't mind me using a Dunkin' gift card as my bookmark.
I have like 1,000 business cards for my old job.
Nice.
I just use like take one and toss it out when I'm done with it.
Oh, it's perfect.
Yeah, it doesn't matter if I lose them or not.
Bye, Ariel. Good night. Thanks for showing up. How are we doing, guys?
I did not get very far. Totally distracted by teenage stuff.
That's okay. That's okay.
And I had to switch locations.
I think I got 30 pages again.
Wow.
You're very impressive. You read fast.
I'm in a part of the book that's very like moving very fast. So that's definitely helping me read faster.
What chapter are you on?
That's a good question. I think 19, but I'm not totally sure.
Okay. It's one of the few books that there are certain chapters that I know are.
I'm actually in chapter 20.
I need to read that one. I have not
Do it.
read it.
It's really good so far.
I need fantasy separations, because if not, then they all blend together. Like, because I'm reading Greatcoats and Guns of the Dawn, and it's like Emily should just jump into the Greatcoats books and vice versa. Like,
the comparison is
merge.
My chaotic friend is here with us.
Hi, Brianna.
Oh boy.
Is it Brianna or Brianna?
Brianna.
Oh, oops, sorry.
Welcome back.
Grace, I asked that because I've been interviewing a bunch of people, and I'm like, is it Andrea or Andrea? Is it Brianna or Brianna?
Yeah, I always get very conscious of that when I'm looking at people's names, but to be honest, I've never met someone that pronounces it Brianna. I kind of like it though.
Brianna just sounds weird to me now. I used to work with a girl when I worked in the research lab. Her name was Hannah, but it's not Hannah. She went by Hannah.
Hannah.
Which is the weirdest. I'd never heard that before. And so I worked so hard to make sure that I called her by the right pronunciation, and I worked with her every day for like 2 years. And so now when I see the name Hannah,
I like Hannah.
Hannah.
Yeah.
It's I'm sorry for all the Hanas out there, but it sounds like two explanations. Like somebody's just like reacting to something. They're like, "Ha, nah."
Well, I'm in the tech world, and Hana is a actual application, so
It is?
I go there.
What does it do?
It's that's like Pete
It's
going
really
into
niche.
his blaze, whatever ball, whatever.
Well, I picked up Price of Spring because I am having a reading slump, and I'm back, baby. It's so good. It's so
I need to read the first one. That's my line. I need to read ...
Yeah, honestly. That's relatable. There's a
Honestly.
long list.
I mean, look at, this is just one pile behind me, right? And it's double stacked.
That's
This is not a bookshelf.
Kyle?
This is a pretend bookshelf. Like, pay no mind to the hutch in my living room.
It's a makeshift, improvised.
Yeah. These are the books I acquired in June.
I decided now that I have all my books on my shelves, I could make a ratio of what I have read to what I haven't read.
Don't do it.
And I decided absolutely not. There's no way. I'm not doing it. I don't want
to. After I got to 600, I just then estimated by piles. Like, I'm like, oh, that looks like it's 50. That's another 50.
Oh no.
Kate, I feel like you could do it for like your own private knowledge, but you don't have to tell everyone.
No, because then you get made fun of, like Anya.
I would be ashamed.
Or Ina. See, Anya,
she is perfectly okay. My ratio is probably less than hers. That's normal in my opinion. So I will fight people.
What's normal?
Like 20%.
Unread
or less. 20% read.
Oh yeah, I'm at like 8.
Yeah, so am I.
All of the books. I think Klaus has read almost everything he owns, which makes me grumpy.
I've read a lot of what I own.
Klaus.
I
You
get.
don't have that many books though, Greg. Like, isn't that your only bookshelf?
My bookshelf is something called the floor.
I know.
It is very crowded.
Because
I have another one over. Like, there's another one over there.
More stacks. Love it.
Wow.
No, that's not actually the bookshelves. Those are upstairs. And then there's a book boxes in the garage.
Ooh, no.
We don't talk about this.
I packed up a bunch of books and took them home because, like, I'm moving back in with my parents when I finish school until I find a real job. And so I still have, like, probably just over 100 books here, I think. I'm not sure what my actual ratio is, but most of them have been bought, like, in the past year. So it's kind of, I don't know, kind of a lot, I guess.
Yeah, before BookTube, I was ready to just consolidate and have like because I have all the original Stephen King hardbacks. So like I read The Gunslinger as it came out.
Really?
So yeah, so like I have a bunch of that stuff, and then I was just getting rid of everything, and then I found BookTube during COVID. And now I have books in every corner of the house.
That's when I found it.
My problem too.
Because I went into our local bookstore to give a bunch of stuff away, and I don't know if you guys know a booktuber named Kaylani Simply Me, but she works in my local like used bookstore, and she told me, she's like, oh well, like if you kind of like fantasy and science fiction, you need to follow Jessie May.
Aww.
And like I think I joined this shelf space server when there were like 40 people.
Oh my God.
It was before we read The City We Became. Like it was in the summer of 2020. And
it's
then
crazy how much that has grown.
Yeah, it started blowing up.
In the spring this year.
Wow.
After Reindeer Games.
Yeah. Even like before Reindeer Games.
But we thought Reindeer Games was a huge readathon.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, there were Pete, there were 6 other people on our team. Oh my gosh, that's such a big readathon.
30 to 40 per team for the other thing.
Our Team Aries just created a server so that we could have a chat.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, Team Poseidon is in my Discord.
Yeah, none of us have a Discord, so you know we're. Oh, now I have a visitor. Hold on.
Ooh. Who could it be? Are they bringing you books?
Yeah, Sharon gets hourly book deliveries, actually.
Oh, Lord. No wonder your DVR is so long.
Yeah,
soon she'll just have a house that's made of books. Like, she'll start knocking out walls and then filling it in with books.
Oh, yeah. Book fort.
Greg, are you wearing a blanket?
I am wearing a blanket.
That's very cozy. I like it.
I thought it was a hot towel.
Too.
No, it's solicitors.
Oh, okay.
Is that your car's extended warranty? No, that's the phone.
No, it's.
If I don't answer numbers, I don't know because they all want money. I don't have a blanket, but I have my ridiculously oversized sweatshirt that I got in Salem. That could probably fit 3 people inside of it.
I have my ridiculously comfy shirt from Aerie because Aerie is like my favorite store in existence.
Aerie makes the softest clothes.
Grace, where do you go to school?
I have a hat.
Grace, where do you go to school?
Oh, sorry, everyone froze for a second and I was like, oh no. I go to school at the University of Western Ontario. It's in London, Ontario. So I'm actually quite close to Kate. Because I'm kind of close to
you said you were in London. I thought you meant England. And I was like, wow, it's like the middle of the night for you.
No, I'm in the fake London, the secondary one.
No, don't say it's the fake London. Say it's the real London to British people. They get real, because I live in New England, also known as the real England.
Oh, gosh.
So, London, Ontario can be Red London, and London, England.
Darker Shades of Magic?
Yes. That can be Grey London for obvious reasons, and Red London for also obvious reasons.
Red London's the cooler London.
It is the cooler London because it has braces.
This is true.
There's a third London in Texas.
In Texas.
And that can be White
Is
London.
there really?
Crazy London.
And then there's New London.
Texas has every name of
Paris.
Yes.
We have
Paris,
Paris, Ontario
Paris.
as well.
Paris, Texas. Yeah.
Michigan has Christmas, Michigan, and we have Hell, Michigan. And fun fact, my first boyfriend was from Hell, and so that she would not like,
Man from hell, Kate.
But what I really love is a guy I used to work with was from Metropolis, Kentucky.
Wait, Superman? What?
Metropolis.
That's awesome.
But it was like on the border of Indiana and Kentucky.
Wow.
I just live in a town called San Clemente. Like everything in Southern California is kind of.
I don't know.
It really made me laugh when Alan in his Discord was like, I didn't know that Michigan had a London. And I was like, no, there's a border there.
Yeah. It's just very thin and made by a river. It's fine.
Yeah.
And there's a reservation on it too. Fun fact. Like right there. Because that's where Firekeeper's Daughter takes place.
Yeah, that's
a great book. Great book.
Yes.
That is like the one book I did join your Discord for, and I made it through it.
Firekeeper's Daughter takes place just outside of Sault Ste. Marie, which is up in the UP, and it connects the United States to Canada, and that's where the Sioux Locks are. And so
I'm familiar with the Sioux. Well, actually, I've never been there, but
and so the Sioux Indian tribe is up there. But I actually, where I moved is really close to a reservation, and so we actually get to do like work with the reservation population, which I'm excited to do because I want to like learn more about that and their different like health disparities and stuff.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, my sister-in-law was she's a nutritionist in Alaska, and so she worked with, Native Alaskans, and they have a lot of diabetes and a lot of nutritional issues. So that was super fascinating to learn about, kind of, that area. That was one of the best vacations we took as a family, was to go Alaska in the summer, and my brother-in-law was a fish and game guy, so we came home with 70 pounds of halibut.
What?
Wow.
Yeah.
You make fish and chips?
Best fish tacos for like a year.
Bye, Brianna. Good night.
Bye.
No salmon? I can't wait to Alaska and have salmon.
The year my husband and I we got married, we went up and we went salmon fishing again in June, because it never gets dark. And we went out of the Talkeetna River. So you go on this like little barge kind of thing down to a camping site, and everybody is in a row fishing, and you learn like the rules of fishing in a line. So like you get a fish on and you yell fish on, and everybody like gets out of your way, and you kind of. So yes, we did catch king salmon and smoked those and brought them home.
That's really cool.
It's really hard to eat smoked salmon though, right? Like
nothing. It all pales in comparison to that.
I know. It's just like Wellfleet oysters, Greg. Best oysters ever.
I don't think I've had oysters. I'm very uncultured, apparently.
Yeah.
We got married in Wellfleet in the Cape.
You were married at the Cape?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's nice. I'm like the worst Massachusetts person ever, but I've never been to the Cape.
What? How? I've been to the Cape and I lived there for like less than 2 years.
I love
well,
Cape.
Western
It's done.
You just gotta brave Route 6, right? Like.
Yeah,
I've never been to the Hamptons or Montauk, and I'm like
Montauk.
You're right there, yeah.
I feel like the Ontario equivalent of that is like the Muskokas, which Stacy already basically lives in them.
I feel like this is I'm gonna do another How I Met Your Mother reference, but whenever Robin says like, this is the Mount whatever, and everyone looks at her like, what? She's like, it's the tallest mountain in the country. And no one knows what she's talking about. Because we don't
I love Robin.
Or when Ted's like says the random name and he's like, beloved Cleveland Indians reliever.
This is what I get for being Canadian. But I know Stacy knows what I'm talking about.
Stacy knows what's up. She also spelled Sue correctly, and I'm very proud. I want to know what everyone who read Firekeeper's Daughter, like how they pronounced it in their head. Because
I mean, when I was a kid, I thought it was like Salt or like something like that. But I feel like I just saw like maps of Ontario, and I was like, oh yeah, that's probably right. How else could it possibly be pronounced?
There's a whole like joke that people can't say any Michigan names because everything is pronounced wrong. Like there's a city that's spelled Charlotte, but it's called Charlotte, and everybody says it wrong who's not from the area. So
why would it be called that?
Why
it's like my town. Like I live on a street called Calle Pelicano, and everybody calls it Calle Pelicano.
I would do that.
Kate,
But
what's
Go ahead.
more ridiculous? The Eastern Massachusetts city names or the Michigan names in terms of pronunciations?
I don't know because I don't
like
know. Worcester.
Worcester, yeah.
I feel like the Northeast just has that though.
No, it's just Eastern Mass.
No,
I went to college in Connecticut, so every time people be like, "I'm from here, Mass," I'm like, "What? That's not a word."
Like
Yeah, can you spell that? And then
Worcester.
It looks like
Worcester.
Worcester.
Worcester. I
Where did you go to
lived in there.
It's more.
Where did you go to school?
I went to Quinnipiac University in Connecticut.
Oh,
My husband went to UConn.
Oh, nice.
I interviewed at their med school.
Really? That's where I went. My major was in that building, so I was there like all the time. I mean, I'm sure you was Zoom, but
No, actually, all of our interviews were virtual, so I didn't have to spend the money to fly everywhere, which was nice.
That is nice. That's the one major like pro of online interviews is the fact that you don't actually have to like plan everything to actually go to the places.
Yeah.
It actually changed a lot how people did the whole med school process this year, because a lot of people would say no to interviews earlier because they'd have to worry about the money to go traveling. But since you didn't have to do that, a lot of the higher tier students could interview everywhere, and they took like interview spots from a lot of the students who would have had a shot before. So it was really like unbalanced this year. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
I always
daughter,
wonder about that because I know that schools have like stats that they use based on how many interviews they give out, how many acceptances they send out. Like they have all that. They have the numbers to back up all of those decisions, right? But it has obviously changed a little bit, and I kind of wonder if that threw them off in any way. Because like my roommate went through the whole interview process as well this year, and she's going to med school starting this fall too.
Congratulations to her.
Hey.
I would never want to do it ever again. I'm so sad. It was like the worst thing I've ever done in my life. But there was
my daughter's going to be a senior in high school, and all of her friends, none of them took any of the ACT, SAT standardized tests because they didn't, because of COVID, they were all just like so anxious about taking those tests. No, they're all going to community college, and in California, the community colleges have a promise program. So they will pay for you. If you qualify, they will pay for you to go to community college, and then they will pay for you to continue at a UC or a Cal State school.
Oh my God.
That's pretty awesome.
So nice.
Yeah.
That's
Oh, it's
awesome.
so cool.
Yeah. Why couldn't I?
Taking my kid to
college is the way to
California.
go.
Kate, my daughter, wants to do education with a theater emphasis.
Oh, that's
right?
awesome.
Yeah.
That's
Cool.
awesome.
Yeah.
That'll be
I
so
did community college, and it was much
I
better.
know, I kind of wish I did that.
We don't have like any of these standardized tests.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
nice.
It was hard. It's really hard being like, it was really hard for them because they, like, she was a 4.2 student and finished the year at like a 2.5, like A's in her drama classes and C's in everything else because everything was on, like she was taking AP US history, AP environmental science, like AP math, all this stuff online. And I would go in and on her screen, like on her computer, the laptop, she would be playing Minecraft, watching Minecraft videos and all her like Minecraft YouTube guys. And then she would be trying to pay attention to a Zoom call for 2 hours. Like, you're not going to do well.
No, you can't retain anything that way.
No, definitely not.
No,
So
it
you
is
get
hard.
degrees,
Like,
though?
It's hard to keep yourself engaged online, though. Like, I
It
did
is.
get
Oh
it,
yeah.
but
And
especially highly technical classes, right? Like highly scientific and technical classes.
AP classes are
Horrible.
no, I think okay, strong.
Worth it.
I think AP classes are a scam because I took all community college classes, took the same classes. They were so much easier, got the same exact credit when I had friends that took AP classes in high school and they took, AP calculus and their entire grade about whether they got college credit was based on one test that if they got a 3 on, they wouldn't get credit on or whatever. Whereas I could get a B in calculus or even a C and I'd still get college credit for it.
You're totally right. It does not equate to how you will do in college.
Exactly.
Not at all.
No.
I don't understand this system.
Do we?
Which is why we stopped doing them.
I didn't have to take any of my gen eds in college, though, because of AP classes.
Yeah.
Nice.
Two older ones, it was the same way, Katie.
Those are another thing. Gen eds.
Yeah.
That's why community college is great because you get the stupid gen eds out of the way. When I went to my college with James Madison University.
Oh, I love James Madison.
They made the gen ed stupidly hard. Like our anatomy gen ed was harder than like some med schools, evidently they said. And it's like, why?
Schools love to make anatomy ridiculously hard, and I don't know why.
No one understands. Right, Katrina. So true.
We don't have any of this stuff at Canadian high school. Like you just take your classes, get your marks, and then you apply to university and
get your marks.
Really? Like, my sophomore year anatomy class is harder than
wait, why is that
funny?
Grades, marks.
It's grades here. We don't call them marks.
I don't want to sound like somebody's like giving me a tattoo.
Do you guys say you take an exam, right? You don't write an exam.
We take an exam.
It means like literally creating the exam. It's weird.
Yeah, we can take an exam or write an exam. It means the same thing.
Or when you say like revise instead of study, like I don't get it.
What? We don't say revise.
Someone does. Do Europeans do that?
How do you two know each other? Because you know each other outside of BookTube.
Yeah, we know each other from a hockey group chat that we formed in 2017 with other girls.
Oh my God, you guys are all hockey fans?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
My boys both play hockey, and my oldest is now an ice technician and gets to drive the Zamboni.
That's awesome.
Wow, that's cool.
It's like the song just pops into my head of, I want to drive the Zamboni.
I would love to drive a Zamboni.
Katie, who's your team?
So I like two teams because I'm very indecisive. I like the Tampa Bay Lightning and the Rangers.
Oh, really?
You're not an Islanders fan?
No, I hate them.
What?
But you're on the island.
I know, but
How?
I don't know. I don't like them.
I mean, of course, because you're a Rangers fan, but yeah.
Yeah, but like I'm from Long Island, and I don't think we're worthy of having a professional sports team. Like,
that's true, but I don't know.
I know, but Orange County has a sports team. Like, we have the Anaheim, whatever. Are they the Anaheim Ducks now? I mean,
yeah,
it's just a town. It's a town.
I mean, the Anaheim Ducks kind of suck right now, so.
They do, but they are our
it's
team.
Disneyland, so.
And
it used to be the Mighty
Ducks.
Ducks. They're not the Mighty Ducks anymore.
I'm just unfortunately a Leafs fan.
I don't hate the Lightning because I can't hate any team that Yzerman works for, but I'm a Red Wings fan.
Yeah, Yzerman.
What about Brendan Shanahan?
I know. I know, huh?
I said, what about Brendan Shanahan?
Okay, fine.
For us, it's kind of like anyone who beats the Kings. It's kind of like with the Boston and Yankees, right? Like,
oh yeah,
it's like anyone who beats the Yankee. Our house is a Red Sox house, so it's kind of like anyone who beats the Yankees is good.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a casual Penguins fan.
Oh, okay. So I do have to say, I personally am a Penguins fan because I was there when they went for 3 in a row.
Pete's gone.
Pete. I was there when they went for 3 in a row, and we used to hang out with the Penguins.
We don't have
so-
Penguins fans on this stream.
I was at no, but I was at Yamir Yager's 21st birthday.
That's actually really cool.
That's
That is
really
cool. That
I
is
have
cool.
one. So when the Red Wings got in that big car accident after winning the Stanley Cup, my mom actually took care of them in the hospital. She's a respiratory therapist, and so
Aw.
she was like, this was before like HIPAA was a thing, so like she could tell anyone, and it didn't really matter.
Yeah, this is
How
way
long
before.
ago was that?
97.
I didn't know
When
HIPAA
was
was
HIPAA?
ever not a thing.
Wow, I was
Yeah,
really
me too. I
born.
was
Yeah,
like,
no, it was not a thing in
whoa.
'97.
Yeah, I think HIPAA was Obama era thing, wasn't it?
HIPAA.
No.
Really?
I should know
Yeah,
this.
early Obama.
I should know that. I'm like,
I
It
don't
was
think
that
Obama.
recent? Really?
Yeah.
I'll look
Pete,
it
I had no
up.
idea.
I think
Look
you
at
missed
that.
it.
August 21st, 1996 was the very first HIPAA regulation, but I don't know what that encompassed.
Yeah, it probably got like
Wow,
expanded
neither me
and
nor
stuff.
Katie were alive.
I was very close.
Oh,
to it.
shut up.
Old.
I was only a month away from being alive, so
I got married in '96.
You were
the year
married
I
before I was
entered
born
the
then.
world.
I was
Probably.
old. I know I'm old, guys. But so Pete, back to your penguin thing. You dropped off when I was saying that I was at Yamir Yager's 21st birthday.
It's freaking cool.
No, I heard it. I was still here.
Oh, okay. I didn't know
She
if
just
that's when you
kicked me
dropped off.
out.
No, Kate just told Pete to leave.
Okay,
and he was like,
kicked him out.
okay.
Okay.
Penguins fans don't jive. Here.
Sorry, I'm kind of split. So my dad's from Seattle. Hey there, bookish drummer. Yes, Seahawks. And then my mom's from Pittsburgh. So those are kind of like the teams that I root for in sports.
Mhm. Okay.
Whether or not I know anything about them, I know.
I want a
Penguins are
Seattle
kinda
Kraken
good.
jersey now.
I went to Pitt for grad school.
It is a really freaking cool name, and I will admit I like the Golden Knights, but I probably would like the Dragons more.
I like the Kraken's
Okay, so-
color scheme so much more. I'm not a big fan of Vegas's color scheme, and I love me some blue, so I want a Kraken jersey. It's
It just looks so cool with the anchor and everything.
yeah.
But I just love Vegas, so
Vegas
Vegas was
was
a lot
really
of fun.
fun, and then I feel like I got salty with them for being good so fast when the
Yeah,
Leafs
they shouldn't be
did
good that
that.
far. Not there.
but
They
Vegas, like going to Vegas is so much fun.
Oh my
Oh
gosh,
yeah, I'd like to
hello,
go
Vish
at
just
the
joined
spinning
us.
school.
Hey, Vish.
Yeah.
She's here.
Hello.
Whoop, whoop.
What time is it for
Australia
Vish? It's like early for her, right?
Isn't it 10? Isn't it the same time, like 10:17, but like she's 12 hours
never.
ahead or something like that?
I never remember.
It's the
I don't
future.
know.
It is the future.
I just
For
know
her,
it's
it's my birthday already.
Wait, whose birthday?
Oh, it's my birthday at midnight, July 22nd.
Well, happy birthday.
Aw.
I'm
Tequila.
turning 24. I'm gonna be in my mid-20s.
Oh.
It's great.
I'm
Yeah.
probably making people mad by saying
Yeah,
that.
no, totally.
You know,
You're
I
so
kind of
old.
forgot I'm already in my
My
mid.
oldest is going to be
Thanks for that.
22. My
Okay.
oldest is going to be 22.
Pete, how old
Oh,
are you?
thanks,
He's the
Vish.
one that kept passing back and forth with no shirt on, and everyone was like, "Put a shirt on."
That's the 22-year-old.
That sounds about right for 22.
Well, he's completely sunburned because he golfed today and he didn't put sunscreen on.
Hmm.
So he's like, I'm sunburned.
Wait,
You have like
Anita,
a gnarly farmer stand. Oh, thank you, Anita.
Oh, it's Anita's birthday too? My middle one just turned 20 yesterday.
Wait, are our birthdays on the same day? How did I not
Okay.
know that?
I want a birthday twin.
You have a birthday twin. His name is Alex Ovechkin and Austin
It is.
Matthews.
this is true.
Yeah, we're triplets.
I love that one.
My birthday twin is Angela.
Ooh.
She and I we're kind of birthday twins. We're one day apart.
Oh, I forgot. I did. Okay, I remember Anita saying that because we were both on the 22nd, and I'm forming a 22nd club where a lot of people that I know are born on the 22nd of months for some reason. So
Oh, fun.
if anyone's born on the 22nd, you can be part of my very exclusive club.
Hey, when's your birthday?
September 25th.
We're like a
Pete,
week
when's
apart.
yours?
December 20th.
Yeah, that's right. We were talking about this today.
Yeah.
Pete, how old are you?
24.
Oh,
Liar.
Oh, me too.
Are you 24?
Yeah.
I thought you were like a few years older.
yeah, I
I
definitely.
mean,
I'm 29 again. I'm just gonna say I'm 29 again.
I tricked when I was at the lake with my cousins during 4th of July, one of my cousins was like, "How old are you?" And I just flat up said 76. He was like, "What?"
How old's your cousin?
Like 9. So it's less impressive, but still like 10.
I feel like when you're
seconds.
9, you should be old enough to have some concept of like what.
Oh, no.
How old?
30 is old to them. Like that's really old.
I remember when I used to teach swimming.
Kate,
I had a
don't
kid.
even, Kate. Don't even.
I was like 15 when I used to teach, or 16 when I used to teach swimming, and I had like a really young child ask me. They're like, "How old are you?" Like 35, and I was like. They're like, "Are you a mom? Do you have kids?" And I was like, "I'm in high school."
Oh.
So
They were
some
like, "What's
students
high
sometimes
school?"
They're like, "Oh, well, you must be like 40, right?" And I'm like,
Katrina, I'm not making you sad. Katrina, you know how old I am. And you guys all keep me young. It's
Yeah,
so
you're
awesome.
29.
I love books
You know,
too.
Sharon, you should do tequila shots with us.
No, if Andrew was on the call, I would because he's my tequila friend.
Oh,
We can have that arranged. Andrew,
I
where
get
are you
a
at?
tequila
Right now.
stream. It's wine
But
Wednesday.
I-
Wednesday is tequila.
Tequila
Yeah.
Thursday. Or
I just
your pick.
turned 53.
That's not old.
That is
That's
not
not
old.
No, but you all keep me young, like at heart,
Hey,
right? Like I
The
have
limit's
kids.
120, so you're halfway there almost. So you got plenty of time.
I love all my
She'll do
books too.
tequila with us one day.
We're tequila.
We'll just start a tequila stream. We'll figure it out.
Yeah,
Cool.
morning
Let's do
tequila shots.
Margarita
with
Monday
Yeah.
sprints.
Margarita Monday.
Margarita Monday.
Oh, and wine Wednesday, tequila Thursday,
I'm gonna be
Fireball,
hungover every day.
Fireball Friday.
Yeah.
Fun.
That was like my last year of college because I was there for 5.5 years. So I was like working full time and taking classes. And my friends and I would like play beer pong in their apartment like every night. It was not a proud year for me, but it was fun.
I had that too. Way back before we had social media, so nobody could capture anything.
Oh yeah. Oh,
The
God.
good days.
That
The
was
good days.
good days.
Delete a
Like
lot
you-
of things. Tragic tequila Thursday.
I'm gonna go with maybe taco tequila Thursdays. How do we feel about that?
Yes.
Unlimited.
Sour-
Great about that.
Oh, Anita, you're so cute.
Oh,
15 to the
sangria
20.
Sundays. Absolutely.
What's a drink that starts with F?
F?
Fireball. We said that.
Oh,
Fireball.
F. Fireball Friday.
Fireball.
Fireball.
had
F.
Was it Sharon
I
that said
You
that?
Fireball.
Fireball?
I have the whole Fireball video game, like the what's it called? The slot machine from Vegas. Fireball. Yeah, I've been to Vegas too many times.
I've never been to Vegas. I need to go.
Oh my
I've
God.
never gambled in my entire life. Nothing.
Yeah, me neither, really.
My problem is I will win $2,000 and then I will lose the $2,000 that I won because I'm like, oh, I can win more. I can win more.
It's like you set a limit and then you walk away.
I
And
know
then,
everyone's like, walk away. I'm like, I can't walk away. I can't walk away.
well, they ply you with free drinks and they put more oxygen in the
But
air.
they're really bad free
There's no
drinks. They're like
windows.
the weakest free drinks ever.
I think the only betting that I would actually legitimately get into is sports betting, because that's something like baseball is a freaking
Baseball?
stats machine. Yeah, that's why I like baseball. That's
Like
why I like
Moneyball?
baseball. It's
Betting on
fake.
that. The weather can incinerate your players and you can't do anything about it.
Or
Oh,
you can
there's
have
actually
an energy
Anita,
chip
you're so kind.
There's a
So
perk
kind.
for your stadium that basically when a player gets incinerated, you get to. It's a heat converter that you can convert them being the heat from that into runs.
Is this baseball again?
Baseball, yes.
Okay.
This is such
I
a
did ask my 22-year-old, I'm like, do you know baseball? He's like, what?
It's a weird niche internet thing. It's
Okay.
my favorite new niche internet thing that I found.
None of us know it either. So-
Okay, so I'm not the only one. Got it.
Okay.
Kate and
Kate
Pete
and
are
Pete
over
know.
there with their
Yeah.
blaze ball.
But I introduced Kate to him like 2 days ago. So.
He was like, here's all this information. And I was like, oh my God.
This is what I do. I just
3 hours.
I'm the character that info dumps because they're excited.
Yes.
So we're gonna like not see Kate in about a month because she's gonna become this like uber busy medical student.
Yeah. Bye, Kate. It was nice knowing you.
Okay, none, Gregory.
Yeah, I was going to say burrito, Greg.
It is Sister Gregory, actually.
Sister Gregory, Benedict's sister.
Sister
Mr.
Benedict.
Benedict.
Oh my God, where's my screenshot thing? I'm taking a picture.
Leave me
We
alone.
suck at reading sprints, though. We really do
I'm
suck
cold.
at reading.
We can
Let
make
me
this
go on.
into a.
What have we done? 2 sprints?
That's an hour of reading.
I've read so little. It's
I've read
But I am
Benedict.
really loving getting to know all of you guys that I didn't really get to know before.
Oh, me too.
Oh yeah, this is what I have fun doing. I mean, I have fun reading, obviously, but
No, the
So
last-
Grace, Kate was messaging in our little group, and she's like, "Does anybody know Grace?" I'm like, "I don't know Grace." I'm like, "You have to know Grace. Like, she's really awesome, and she wants to come to the group." And
here I am.
That's true. Yeah, I feel like this isn't the first time I've been in
I
a
can't take you
stream with
seriously,
Grace
Greg.
or Katie, but it is the first time, I believe.
Wait, this is the first time. Yeah, this is the first time.
This is the first time I've been with Greg. Because
it's really
I was
hard
on
to take you
BB&T,
seriously, dude.
and then I signed off, and you came on and replaced me.
That's
So
true,
we
yeah.
weren't on together.
I
I
feel
was
like
the
the reason
Katie
I don't
replacement.
remember it properly is because when like most of you guys are in a stream, I'm always in the chat talking, and so I kind of feel like I'm there, but I haven't actually been.
Yeah. And we've like I've like been a troll
I
in
can't take him
Discord.
seriously.
Yeah, oh yeah. Don't take anything I say in Discord.
Not with
seriously.
the Sister Benedict thing going on.
Well,
Go check out your Discord, Greg. I'm gonna go.
Like, do you have heat? Do you need heat? Or are you like, what's going on over there?
I
you
get
cold?
cold when I drink gin and tonics.
Oh, no one
Alcohol's
should ever
supposed to
drink
warm your
gin.
blood, make you warm.
No,
Most of us all
it's-
get flushed. So.
that's fake news. Well, I get warm and then I get cold if I just sit around and not move.
You need some temperature regulation help,
Yeah, clearly.
which is what the blanket is for, I suppose.
Exactly.
You need a space heater or an exercise coach.
I could turn
Greg
the
is
AC.
ET. Brett was saying Greg is ET. Yep.
It's all
E.T.
And Katrina says Benedict is losing it.
I am not losing it.
Katrina, are you sure he hasn't already lost it at some
No.
He lost it long ago.
Oh, and here goes Katie with an E. Without an E.
Without an E. The E is banished.
Yeah, the E's not there.
There's a book that came out a while ago that I saw in a store, and I didn't get it, but it's a fantasy book. And apparently the whole premise is that magic happened and the letter D was erased from, like,
Yes.
the world.
Is it dictionary? No, it's not Dictionary of the Lost Words, is it?
Oh, I have absolutely no idea. I have a
Wait,
picture on my phone.
Sharon's got it right there.
I might have it. Because
When I'm at the bookstores, I take pictures of books, and then I forget that I took pictures of them.
no,
So I
because
remember.
Kate,
Get a spreadsheet.
you
I know.
don't like my piles, man?
Michigan beer, guys. Beer. Has anyone else heard of Oberon? It's making its
No.
way across country.
I honestly
It's here
just
somewhere.
drank my first good beer when I was in Pittsburgh with some cousins. So
Oh, did you have
only
Iron? Did you have Iron City?
no. So there's this German place that like brews it in house.
Yeah,
like,
what's it called? Because I'm sure I've been there. Is
Hofbrau. Oh,
it on
Hofbrau.
Southside? I don't know why the book is
Yes.
in there. Yes, it's on Southside.
It's like Hofbrau House. Yeah,
I've
they
been
brewed
there.
it. They brew it in house according to like German beer regulations or whatever.
You're
All
like
right, we need
Prophecy Alan, Greg.
Oracle Greg. He's this
You
Oracle
did
Greg.
try to slice
Oh, Oracle Alan, excuse me. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
I need a like
Oracle
massacred
Greg.
teddy bear.
Kate, that book is here somewhere. Kate gave it to me.
Greg is ET. Oh my goodness.
Can you do this?
Phone home! Phone home! Phone home!
Come on, Greg. Do it. Do it.
I
Actually like Sister Benedict, but
yeah, Sister Benedict. Yeah, either way.
Hey, so,
Yeah, I'm not taking my hands out of here. So this applies to you as well, people who are trolling me.
I don't want to hear
I
that.
cannot respond.
Why? Because you're too cold?
Yeah, no, my hands are not coming out of here.
Yes, Brett. Yes.
Greg, do you have Raynos?
Raynos?
Yeah. Renaud.
Like Renaud's, thank you. Sorry.
I don't know what that is.
It's where when you get cold, your circulation in your hands and feet, right, Kate? Like it can turn them blue.
I do not have that.
Raynaud's,
My friend had that. Her fingers are like she'd have one finger that would just like turn white randomly. It was
And anytime they would get slightly cold.
Greg, you do know that like being cold when you drink is like the opposite biological response of what's supposed to happen, because it brings all your circulation to the surface and you're supposed to get warm. And then when you're super drunk, then you can get cold once you've expended all of your heat.
Well, maybe he's super drunk.
or maybe he
I'm
just
not
expels
super
it super
drunk.
fast.
I will say no. I think you just feel warmer, but you aren't actually warmer.
No, you're not actually warmer, but you're supposed to feel warmer. There's something
okay.
wrong with you.
There's something wrong with me. Maybe.
It's not just the
you.
cold.
You are talking to a disciple of God right now. If you're telling me there's something wrong,
married to Jesus now, Benedict?
Yes, I am Jesus. Have you
No,
seen my
married to
hair?
Jesus.
Greg, I thought that you're not one of the sisters from Book of the Ancestor. You don't like hang out with Nona and shit.
I do not hang out with Nona and assassinate people with
Is
throwing
that the
knives.
red sister, gray sister, blue
Yes.
sister, red sister, whatever it's called?
It's so good. It's so good. I really
It's
love
Mark
it.
Lawrence, right?
Yes.
Yep. It is. The first
I
book
know
is
so much about books I've never read.
yeah.
Never read.
You know, I feel like you do that, and I feel like now that I'm a booktube, I know a lot more about books that I haven't read either, especially when I'm doing like videos talking about books that I want to read, because you have to like know the premise somehow. Yeah. You like look it up and you're like, I know about this, and then like you recommend things. You're like,
and I rocked at Fantasy Math, even though I have never read any of those books in Fantasy Math on Jeopardy.
He's unveiled himself.
Oh, there we go. He does look like Jesus.
Your cloak.
Thank you.
Jesus with a political opinion.
Should we try
Jesus?
to read one more time?
I feel like we failed at reading.
You know, I don't know if it's gonna work for me.
We could just continue like talking.
Greg,
socializing.
Everyone loves your new picture on your Discord, Greg.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
What did I miss?
Are you going to make me look at this?
Wait, what are we doing?
General chat. There it is.
Wait, what happened? What did I miss? What happened?
Sorry. I don't know how to share my screen.
Can you make it like the server picture?
There's a button down near, like, there's mute, stop cam, cam mic, and then share. And then you have to keep hitting buttons until it decides to share it.
Oh, man.
Follow the prompts.
I can't wait for Channing Tatum to get his hands on this.
Oh, God. It's going to be great.
I'm never going to live it down. It's going to be like this in rotation with me drinking pink wine and, like...
Wow.
Oh, my
no.
God.
Do not do that.
Can you see
There,
that?
there it is. Oh, no.
Go back.
Okay, sorry.
There's extreme inception happening on your screen.
Yeah.
You guys like how that breaks your mind? It's great.
Can you see Discord now?
I can see it. Yep.
Yes.
There I am.
Okay. Stop sharing before I send you back into the...
Yeah.
Depth.
Bookish drummer.
That screenshot is perfect.
Jesus
I know, right? I
back.
can't help myself. Sorry, Greg. I'm a little tipsy now.
I mean, that's what happens when you build a giant statue of Jesus over your capital city, right?
Now you're just asking for screenshots to be taken.
Why are you so good at imitating that, Greg?
Because I'm really into Brazilian politics, apparently.
In front of the mirror.
I was just
exactly. Childhood dream. I want to be Jesus.
Yeah.
Like, you know how people do like the Superman pose, to hype themselves up? He does that instead.
He's almost, you got the hair almost down, Greg.
Yeah. I was thinking of the Never Let Go Jack scene. And
oh my gosh, you're Titanicing?
Yeah, I'm Titanicing, exactly.
Are you Jack or are you Rose?
Well, if he's doing this, he's Rose.
Yeah.
Who's your Jack then? Who are you imagining as your Jack?
Who's my Jack?
Hollywood Benedict.
I don't know. Who can do justice to me with a paintbrush?
Oh my lord.
Are you gonna pose naked with the heart of the ocean?
Nothing is off the table.
Oh god.
I don't know who's artistic.
Make me like one of your French Benedicts.
I'm so sorry, my laughing is so loud. I'm just imagining someone painting like a breakfast eggs Benedict, but in like a Paris street cafe.
Oh my god.
Yeah, instead of like the yellow egg oak, the white is like this, and like the yellow is my face.
Brett is very right. The wine has set in. That's where we're at.
Must be someone from England. It has to be Ben.
Yes.
Ben will be your Jack.
Ben will be your Jack, Greg.
Oh, jeez.
Like one of his French girls.
My god.
Why are we so creative, guys? We should write a book.
I'll let Ben know this is his responsibility now.
Oh, jeez. By the way, this is only content on my OnlyFans. You can subscribe for $70 a month, or premium membership at $230 a month. Very easy.
Does Ben get a discount since he's painting it?
Yes. Yep.
Have I told you guys the story? I probably have at some point. It's happened to me twice. I've had my credit card information stolen twice, and both times some jackass used it to buy like $300 worth of OnlyFans crap. I got all these, like, my bank called me at like 10 in the morning. I was like, what's up? And they're like, did you spend like $600 on OnlyFans? And I was like, no. Not me.
Imagine actually doing that though, and then your bank calls you and you have to be like, yeah, that was me.
No,
that was my son.
You just deny. You're like, no, that wasn't me.
That definitely wasn't me. Give me my money back.
Yeah.
It really was
plan.
It really actually was not me.
My bank would call me and be like, wait, did you just put through like a $300 transaction at the bookstore? And I'd be like, yeah, that was me.
Actually, that has happened to me once before. And I was like, yes. But it was because it was in a different state. It was fine.
That makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that happens to me. Like, that happened to me like the first time I went to my grandparents in Pennsylvania when I was actually driving myself. So like I actually went, it was either a gas station or a bookstore that got declined at because my bank was just like, what you doing?
What you doing in Pennsylvania?
I hate getting declined at a gas station. It's like, yes, I'm at this gas station. I'm traveling and I need gas. Let me travel.
Yes, please. Have you ever been like,
that's what we get gas for.
Completely stuck?
I got declined at Disney once. I'm like, you really can't believe that I'm in a tourist destination right now. Like,
one of the most popular tourist destinations in the world.
Yeah. My mother always says that archaeologists are going to think we worshipped a mouse.
Oh, yeah. It's going to be weird. Things are going to get real weird.
I'd worship him.
The House of Mouse.
Back in a corner of a room, if there's like this weird effigy to the mouse. paper mache,
gosh.
Mickey
The
Mouse,
mouse
and
owns
everything.
me, okay?
Which Disney songs would be hymns?
Bye,
Be
Katrina.
prepared.
None of you.
Good
Bye.
night, Katrina.
Good night, Katrina.
Thanks for joining us. Your comments were very funny.
I'm sorry for traumatizing you. Yeah, in 2000 BM, aka, or sorry, AM,
Please pick a
after
different.
Mickey,
Where'd he go?
it's like, yeah, they were a polytheist society. They worshipped many gods. There was Mickey, the god of all
No.
entertainment, and
The king of the gods.
king of the
See, that
gods.
would
Yes.
imply that there's no more Mickey. And I don't know if we'd ever get to that point.
Oh, we'll
It'll
get
probably
there.
be Big D after Disney. Or if Disney triumphs, AA after Amazon.
Yeah, Disney will merge into like
Disney
it'll
will
be
try
like,
him.
Or just
Are they
AM
gonna
after
send a mouse
merger.
spaceship into space?
yeah.
Yes,
Yeah,
If
it'll
the
be
Disney
shaped like a
merges
mouse
with
head.
Amazon, we should all simply
We should just
die.
What if
Yeah.
Google and Amazon become one?
Never. Antitrust laws
Also-
will prevent all
We
of
could also
that.
simply die.
Or
I will march
go
down
to
to the
Mars.
Capitol and demand they start an antitrust suit if either of those things happen. I will form a protest because that's just makes me angry.
Greg, this is economics time. Bust out your stuff here.
This is
Okay.
orconomics time.
Orconomics, yeah.
Orconomics.
Orconomics,
Orca,
no
yes.
more SeaWorld.
The top 1/10 of 1% whales own as much wealth as the bottom 90% of dolphins.
Is that your Bernie impression?
Why is that so funny? Wait. How
Is
does
that your Bernie Sanders impression?
That was my Bernie Sanders impression on decaf.
That was his drunk Bernie Sanders impression, which means
You're a little
his
drunk. You're kind
sober
of
is a
playing.
lot better.
Yeah, no, I either have to like move or have blankets on. So now I'm at the moving stage.
You owe us your Hillary Clinton impression. I believe you promised me you would do it, and you have not.
Jesus. My Hillary's not even good.
You promised it, though.
I don't even know, like, I don't.
But the emails.
Emails? What about the emails? Jesus
This is
Christ.
probably less funny for Grace, who doesn't have to actually live with American politics.
I mean, I was a little invested at the time.
Yeah, everyone knows about American
Invested in laughing.
Yeah.
She knows I have to live in it, so she cares.
Yes, that's true.
Yep,
Because
your
out
wife.
of our group chat that we have, 2 out of 6 of us are Canadian and 4 out of 6 of us are American. So we have to care.
Mm-hmm. Greg, someone loves your Trump impression, and Etha loves your Trump impression.
My Trump
like-
impression is the best Trump impression.
Oh.
No Trump impression is better than my Trump impression.
I like the Obama one.
Look,
I can't.
how dank are we going to make this stream?
Oh my goodness.
I
Grace,
don't know
what
if
do you
I'm.
think of Trudeau?
What do I think of him?
Yeah, what do you think? I don't know what a Canadian's perspective on your own government.
Yeah,
I just kind of think he's hot, so that's like
well, that's true.
it is true.
That's all I
No,
know.
I have mixed feelings because, like, I like his stance on a lot of like social issues, but I feel like I don't know that much about. Like, I think I voted for NDP in our previous election,
I don't know
and
what it means.
it's kind of like between the Liberals and Conservatives for the most part, but like NDP is kind of like the third party. But like I don't hate Trudeau by any means. I just like I understand people's gripes with him if they're conservative, because I feel like the Liberals don't worry as much about any of the like business side of issues. They're really like right now they're more concerned with like social politics and identity politics, and while those issues are important to me, I feel like sometimes they ignore the other half of things. So I'm like, okay, if people have complaints, I kind of get where they're coming from. But I don't know. The whole thing has been like a crap show since last March. So I don't know. Like I'm more concerned about our Ontario government, to be honest, which I'm not a big fan of at all.
Is that Doug Ford?
Yeah.
God.
Yeah.
What's going on with that?
He's just like, oh goodness, I don't
He's
even.
Canadian Trump. He's
Yeah,
like
kind
nicer,
of.
but he's
Oh, no.
just as stupid.
Yeah, like he did a lot of things before the pandemic that basically ruined some of our infrastructure to deal with it in the first place, like cutting down or like he's done questionable things with long-term care, and he's also like kind of he wanted to reduce the number of health units from like I think it's 23 to like 14 or something like that, but like that would have been a really bad thing if you had done that before the pandemic, and then suddenly we were scrambling with like 14 health units that like weren't even in place beforehand. And he, at first I was actually kind of impressed with how he was handling the pandemic, but then after that he kind of started getting very wishy-washy and was like, oh, we're gonna go lockdown, but then we're like gonna not, and then like we're going to go back to lockdown, but then we're going to like come out of it. And he would like come out of it at the wrong times, where if we just like had stuck it through, we might have been doing better. And I think people are understandably very frustrated by this point with him. So
That sucks.
it's kind of ironic. I think I know more about American politics than I do about Canadian politics.
I feel like American politics has been thrust upon the entire world.
Yeah, it's like a car crash. You can't look away.
Yeah.
Oh, God,
most Americans, they'll know more about the federal politics than they will about the state politics, which are arguably will affect them more and more important, in my opinion.
I know at least a decent amount of my state politics, but that didn't really necessarily start until everybody started shitting on Governor Granholm and trying to kill her and all this stuff. And so in order to try and
like actually though, like
yes,
there was an assassination plot. Like there was a whole group of like,
oh wait, no, I think I heard about
right-wing people who were trying to kidnap her. Like they would have like organized meetings where they had this like whole plan, and they like staked out her home and her vacation home, and they were going to kidnap her and like hold her. I don't even know if for ransom, and then they were going to kill her, and like it was this whole thing. Like it was crazy.
Yeah, they were going to like put her on trial.
Yeah, on trial.
Yes.
Definitely a very fair trial.
Yeah.
Kangaroo court, in fact.
Kangaroo court, exactly. Yes. Which was absolutely nuts. And Trump would bash her like all the time in public. And he liked to pick on her. Yep. Mm-hmm. Maybe we should talk about something that's less depressing than politics.
No, I love this.
I know you do, Greg. Then like give us some interesting politics and not something that makes everyone sad.
Give us interesting politics. Oh boy. Well, okay, so what we've learned, Grace is cool because she voted for NDP.
I am so cool. You didn't need to know that fact about me, Greg. You didn't need to.
We already knew Grace.
Oh, I did need to.
I was cool before.
Well, yeah, but you've reached like a new level.
Oh, thanks.
We'll be even cooler when we get to hang out and go book shopping and drink wine and tequila and go to hockey games, and it's going to be awesome.
Yes, it is. I'll try and get the whole squad together, Kate. Like, because we always try and do a trip, and like I can get Katie to come maybe.
Yes.
And
girls hockey. Yes, please.
We should just get the hockey like girls to come, and then Kate can come at the same time, and then we can have a good time.
Yeah.
Yes.
A lot of us read too, so it will all.
Sorry, guys, I had to feed everybody.
Oh my gosh!
How dare you feed your family?
What did you guys have?
It's I made like 24 meatballs, spinach. Go ask your brother. Ask him. Spinach ravioli. We had fish tacos for somebody else. We had.
Wow, you're nice, and you make things to order. I'd be like,
I normally on Sunday cook like 5 pounds of protein, right? Like it's chicken, fish, whatever, and rice, and then pasta, and then they can make whatever they need to. Because there's four 21 to 16-year-olds.
That's a lot of food. They must eat a lot.
It is a lot of food. And then my husband and I. So yeah.
Man, I'm an only child, so I feel like if I didn't like what my parents made, they were like, well, that sucks.
Yeah.
That's what we're having.
Well,
Me too, Grace. Me too.
I have 3 of my own, and then I have 2 that I'm a legal guardian for.
Oh,
So
that's awesome.
my middle one, he's at University of Utah. He's a Ute.
A Ute?
He's a
With
Ute.
all the Mormons.
He's not. Like, University of Utah is very, what's the right word? Is secular the right word? It's a state school. So a lot of kids from Southern California go there because they get what's called Western University Exchange tuition. So we only pay 1.4 times state tuition.
Oh wow.
It's cool. And then he has a scholarship from Chipotle because he works at Chipotle.
That's cool.
So they give him $5,200 a year if he maintains a certain schedule and keeps a 2.5.
Dang.
2.5?
Oh,
that's generous.
Yeah, that is great.
degrees.
Chipotle.
Yeah. So he does okay. He's in computer science, so he does okay.
Wow, that's really cool.
Awesome.
And then they like to hire them as interns, and so he will get paid next summer as an intern and get his scholarship.
That's awesome.
Oh, that's cool.
What's the equivalent of a 2.5? Like, what does that mean in terms
It's like
of
a C plus or B
A C plus.
C plus, yeah.
But what does that mean, though?
Scale of 5.
Like
He's an average student.
How do Canadians grade?
5 is perfect.
For us, anything above an 80 is an A, a 70 to a 79
Oh,
is
wow.
a B, a 60 to a 69 is a C, a 50 to a 59 is a D.
So it's like a 67.
Shift everything up 10, and that's Americans grades.
Yeah, right.
Canadians are so much nicer.
That's so much nicer.
Yeah, 80 to 89 is the B range.
That's crazy. What the hell?
Yeah, 90 to 100 is an A, right?
Yeah, B's make me sad.
These make me sad. What kind of
Bees are great. They're great for the environment, and we really need it. They're disappearing.
Bees get degrees, is what they say.
No, C's get degrees.
D's
No,
get
degrees.
D's get
That would,
degrees.
like,
Yeah, that's the
get
saying
super
here.
upset with
D's
a
get
B.
degrees.
Not
C's
at
get
all.
degrees.
I had a 3.4 when I graduated undergrad, and I got a 3.7 in my grad program, and I was like the low end of like med school applicants. They worked my ass off for those grades. People are crazy. People are insane.
Kate, I was a chem and a poli-sci major, so I get it.
What?
Yeah, no, I was health science and stuff, so I get it. It's horrible.
Yeah, my undergrad was called medical sciences, but I feel like that just makes it sound more like, I don't know,
Stabby
good
stab.
to the people who want to go to med school. It was really just a life sciences degree. They just call it medical sciences.
Yes, exactly. Hello, Sarah. I don't know if I've spoken with you before, but welcome.
Yeah,
Well,
Sarah, you're totally
See, the
right.
problem with C's and D's is what happens when you have a pool of extremely competitive undergraduate students that want to get into graduate programs, because they don't just care about getting their degree. They care about what happens afterwards.
Right. Especially when you're in liberal arts, right? Like, you kind of, I don't know, you kind of have to do something.
Yeah, we failed at reading, haven't we?
Yeah.
We have failed at reading.
We read for 60 minutes total.
I was
Was it?
distracted for like half the time.
Yeah, so was I.
You gotta
Like,
tell your
dog.
friends, you gotta tell your friends to stop trolling you while you're supposed to be reading.
No, whenever I go live, that attracts the trolls.
It's like they know.
They,
Is it like saying Voldemort? They know, and they're just gonna.
you said the name,
Wait,
Kate,
Kate, is bookish drummer Jake?
Yes.
I think so.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure.
from State Farm.
Jake, if I messed up your name, I'm so sorry. But
I get so confused when people don't use their names, and I'm like, wait.
Jake was on my team. He was on Team Apollo. Whoop, whoop.
Yeah, well, I was Team Aries, so I didn't pay attention to any of y'all.
Hermes.
Team Artemis, yeah.
Do you still have your hat?
It's in the other room.
Mine got all squished when I moved, but I did save it.
Are those wings?
Yes, this is
Rod of
the staff.
Asclepius.
That
You have an actual like representation of the medical logo?
Yeah, because I was captain of Team Hermes.
Mm-hmm. I didn't know that Hermes had to do with that.
It's a mix up. So there's a Roman god with one snake on it. There's a that is actually the god of medicine. Hermes has nothing to do with medicine, but he has this.
Isn't he
So
the
they use
FTD
this.
guy? Isn't he the guy with the wings on his shoes?
Yes. Yes, wings on
You
the
say
shoes.
Hercules.
You say STD?
I'm sorry, I'm going by Percy Jackson.
Oh,
Okay.
I was so confused.
Wait, I'm still confused.
yeah,
I'm sure I have it wrong. I just went by Percy Jackson and the guy with the
Yeah,
shoes.
no, it's Percy Jackson, but they don't think those are the right initials.
I was thinking sexually transmitted diseases. So
F is in Frank. TD. Like the flower people.
Yes, the flower people. I definitely thought you said S. And
I thought you said
I
S.
heard S as well.
I get it
Okay.
now. I get it.
I was like, that's unfortunate for Pete over here.
No. It was the guy with the Nikes with the wings, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was Nathan
Absolutely.
Fillion. Nathan Fillion.
The only good thing that came out of those movies.
Yes. I love
Oh.
me some Nathan Fillion.
I love those movies, but I'm kind of a sucker for. Like I loved all the Harry Potter movies too.
Oh, yeah.
You may not hate me, but I love them.
Be right back, guys.
Percy Jackson movies were more of an
I like-
affront to society.
I like the Harry
first
Potter
Percy,
movies.
I thought the first one was good. It was decent, but then I really wanted them to make them all really good, and they didn't.
No.
That was like the first series that I read to my kids.
I might
Yeah.
do the same thing when I have children because I love that series a lot.
Yeah,
Are you talking
it's
Harry
very good.
Potter or Percy Jackson right now?
Percy Jackson.
Okay.
And I'm still reading The Trials of Apollo.
I read
I've
the first
only read
book.
the first two Percy Jackson books. I have the third one on my shelf, but I waited a
still
while
good.
between the first two, and I felt like that was a good thing for me
Yeah.
because as a 23, almost 24-year-old reading them for the first time, I don't want to be like, oh, this is like repetitive, whatever, and be too analytical. So I feel like if I leave myself a long time between them, that helps me enjoy them because then I can just be like, oh, this is fun, you know?
That's how I am with Trials of Apollo. Like, it's the fourth series by him. He did the Lightning Thief, or Percy Jackson series, and then the Heroes of Olympus, and then Magnus Chase.
It's 5 because he did
5, yeah, because he did the Red Pyramid series.
Red Pyramid,
Yeah,
which is
And-
I wish he had done more in the Red Pyramid because that was
I
actually
did like that one too.
he
It
went
was
off
Roman.
script there.
Was that Roman?
No, it was Egyptian.
Egyptian, right.
Heroes of Olympus is where the Roman
They
gods come
match.
in.
Yeah, they collide. But
Yeah.
Trials of Apollo is just snarky and funny, and I'm really liking the characters because they're just, I don't know. It's a little bit different, but I like it.
Heroes of Olympus tried to get more serious without getting more serious,
Right.
and then he went back to a lot more just casual snarkiness.
I
Yeah,
didn't like
the Fate
Magnus
World,
Chase.
but- I read the first one. I was still just kind of like, I don't like the concept that Magnus Chase, Red Pyramid, and Percy Jackson are all in the same world.
Time, yeah.
Yeah. I just wish they were just separate universes because I think
Good
he
night, James.
restricted himself,
night,
and then with
I agree.
Magnus Chase, it's just like we're gonna get cameos because since Magnus is Annabeth's
And that's a
cousin.
little bit like the last one, right? Percy Jackson he's a cameo in the first one.
Yeah, it's like.
But I
Percy
stepped away
live in
from it
his-
for a couple of years, so like I'm having fun with it. Right?
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, I tried
It's a palate
reading.
cleanser.
I think I tried binging the first 5 like a year or two ago, and then I stopped after seeing Monsters because I was like, I need to, like what you said, Grace, I need to space them out a little bit because they are repetitive. I think the one that breaks the mold in the first series is number 5 for a lot of reasons, and it's definitely my favorite. It's always my favorite.
That's
That's-
the last
is that
one,
the
right?
Titan?
There are 5 in the first
Yep.
series.
The Last Olympian. Yep.
Okay.
Hi,
I'm
Charmaine.
concerned for Greg. Why, Charmaine, are you concerned for Greg?
I'm
I may
totally
have posted
fine.
Aren't we
the
all?
Sister Benedict's picture in the Discord.
Aren't we all concerned for Greg?
Always.
I feel like Percy Jackson was just too young for me. Like I was the wrong age. It hit right when I felt like I was a little bit too old to read those things, and so I missed out on it, and it kind of makes me sad. I have all the books, but I want to read them. I just haven't
I feel like you could still get enjoyment out of them. You have to just expect them to be what they are, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I didn't hear it until I was in high school.
When did Harry Potter come out? Because I was an adult when Harry Potter came out.
1997.
1997, because the first
I was already married, and my husband and I, we have all the original hardbacks because, again, we read that when it came out.
Mm-hmm.
And, I mean...
I have my original hardbacks because I moved all of my books out of my parents' house finally when I moved into this apartment. And I was going to put them on my shelf. And when I took them out, I was like, oh my God, these are so trash. Because when I was a kid, I didn't know how to take care of books. I would bring them in the swimming pool. I would bring them in the bathroom.
They were loved.
I wanted to read all the time. So I'm pretty sure my first Harry Potter book has black mold in the cover or something.
Oh my God, my first Harry Potter book has coffee stains on it.
The covers are ripped. I don't even have the jackets for the books.
Greg has the Lightning Thief there.
I do. Yeah, I read half of this in early high school, and then I didn't finish it. I was kind of with Kate. It was maybe too young for me. And then, Oh, and I was supposed to read it on Team Poseidon because it was
I'm kind of surprised you wouldn't have finished that because the Percy Jackson books I can literally sit down and read the entire thing in a sitting. It's really easy.
Yeah, I wasn't really a reader in high school though, so that was my issue.
That's surprising.
Yeah, I know.
I was grounded all the time, so I did a lot of reading.
When my parents grounded me, they would take away my books. That was my version of grounding.
No, I got sent to my room, and I was like, yes.
I remember senior year of high school, I was reading in the back of my calculus class, and I got my book taken away.
Aw.
Yes, Jake, I will show my other bookshelf at some point, but I have
Redwall.
80% of all of the Redwall books up on my shelf.
I feel like I would have been into Redwall, but I missed
I don't even know what Redwall is.
Let me grab one of the books.
It's 80s middle grade, I guess.
I dropped something, Stacey.
Older middle grade.
Oh God, bookshelf. No.
Redwall
I guess I'm sitting in the dark here.
Basically, I have so many funny descriptions of it that don't do it justice and are actually kind of derogatory to weird internet people. But basically, anthropomorphic.
Anthropomorphic, my friend.
Yes, that.
This is Moss.
Oh, it's like warriors.
Warrior mice.
Yes, but more humanish.
And super awesome badger lords and the best descriptions of food you will ever get in your life. Yes. Never read this book when you're hungry because man.
The hairs are amazing.
So good.
Not
and
rabbits, they're hares.
There's hares, there's cellar moles that make all the mead and wine, and there's otters and all sorts of creatures. But what's really fun is Brian J.
sound like hobbits.
Gives them all dialects, and it's really fun to read because the cellar moles have their own way of speaking, and it's just fun. But there's other creatures that are evil, so there's rats and stoats and snakes and stuff, and they battle them. And
yeah, Stacey, it's just like Narnia, except only the beavers, essentially. If you took out everything else and you just had the beavers and other animals like that.
So they're friends of who is Thomas? Was it Thomas?
You're talking about Narnia?
Yeah, Narnia. Was that the...
Narnia was...
His
C.S.
weird
Lewis,
name.
you had the Pevensies, which were...
Who was the guy?
Tumnus.
Who?
Mr. Tumnus.
Mr. Tumnus.
Yeah, Tumnus. I was close.
Close, yeah. I got it from Thomas, so.
I loved him.
Oh yeah, another good series that I recently got most of is the I Am Number 4 series. I haven't read the new ones, which are the 3 over here. But
I don't know that series.
It's Peter, Susan, Edmund, and Lucy.
And Edmund and Lucy, yes, Stacy.
So there was a really bad movie made some years ago, but it's essentially aliens came to Earth and they're secretly living here. And there's 2 alien races. One is trying to kill the others, but they have to kill these 9 remnant aliens in a certain order. And so basically the premise is aliens 1 through 3 are dead and our main character is number 4, hence the title, I Am Number 4. And it's kind of just like low-key sort of revolution, sort of conspiracy theory, kind of almost, I would call it kind of, it's sci-fi fantasy-ish. But it's really good.
I saw the movie on a date when I was a freshman in high school.
I feel like I've seen that movie, but
You probably have.
It kind of feels like a fever dream.
I've seen the movie.
It's sort of the same story.
In it.
But like Aragon, they took out too many elements in the first movie so that they basically couldn't continue the story.
They handcuffed themselves?
Yeah, because like there's certain elements that are the way they are in the movie, or the way they are in the books, and then they started changing things around, and the way they changed things around just wouldn't work if you continued it.
That's why I feel like it's important for like the creators of TV shows and movies to at least be familiar with the storyline of like something they're adapting, because they at least have to know how something that they potentially change could affect things down the line. Like if they decide to make changes, then okay, but like if you make changes with no knowledge of how it's going to affect future things, that's going to come back and bite you.
I never got into Animorphs. I might do that if
I used to be so scared of Animorphs. I'd had nightmares when I was a kid.
I saw the covers in the library when I was a kid, because I basically lived at the library because that's what we did. And I was the kid that my mother, I'd bring 12 or 20 books to the register. My mom was like, you can get 5.
My first job was at the library. I was 13, and my job was to shelve books, and I probably took out more than I shelved. and then I was in charge of story time. Stories to the little one. Fun. So that was my first minimum wage, $3.27 job.
That's
awesome to do like story time for the young kids.
Yeah, that was before all of y'all were born. Yep.
So I volunteered.
And I would ride my banana seat bike to the library on Saturdays, and I could only work until 7 on Thursday nights because it was child labor laws. So I would ride my bike to work at the library. And I was only allowed in the children's section because I wasn't allowed during work to be in the adult section because I was only 13. Things are very different.
Child labor laws to like ban you from the adult section of the library is interesting.
Yeah.
Yep. Like my job was only confined to the children's section downstairs, and the adult section was upstairs. But I would go up, and at the time it was like Sidney Sheldon and like Judy Blume and all of those like taboo things, as like at that time were like really, really steamy, and V.C. Andrews, Flowers in the Attic, that whole series.
Oh, what was the original thing in England that caused the whole, oh my gosh. It happened around Agatha Christie's time. It was like The Gardener of Lady something. The first steamy erotic novel that scandalized England, essentially.
Imagine writing the first erotic novel.
I know, right?
Yeah, in England, no less.
Who was the one that rewrote Sleeping Beauty? Was it Anne Rice?
Yes. Oh my gosh. I have read those books and they're terrifying.
They are.
I read them in my freshman year of high school. Not high school, college. Thank God it wasn't freshman year of high school.
I was
disturbed. I worked in the cafeteria, and one of the older cafeteria ladies was like, "I have these books. You should read them." And oh no, they were
Oh
like,
my god.
way too much for me. Way too.
It was when I was in high school. It was Forever by Judy Blume. That was like the book that everybody snuck in the library and was reading. Like,
oh my gosh, Judy Blume is not that bad.
It's not.
I feel
know,
like
but this
the
was
book
a
when I
really
started
long
high
time.
school would have been The Hunger Games.
I didn't read in high school.
Yes.
Dare you?
But like just before high school,
Right.
like in grade 6, would have been Twilight.
Yeah, I read Twilight in 7th grade,
Yeah,
and I was into it.
which makes sense. So when you were in 7th grade, I would have been in 6th grade, and that's
Yeah.
when I remember reading it. And like that was not the right age. Like an 11-year-old, that was not the right age to read Twilight, because you think it's romantic, and then you grow up and you're like, oh no.
Is there ever a
I
right
think-
age to read Twilight?
I think the first book was okay
20s,
for
early
middle grade,
20s.
Yeah.
and then it got progressively more mature. But
Yeah.
like, I thought the first book was pretty middle grade, early junior high.
Yeah. I read Breaking
then after
Dawn
that, no.
before my parents did, and they were like, "Oh no."
Yeah.
I was definitely in grade 7 before I read Breaking Dawn, or
No, I
grade
read
8.
them all in a row. Like,
I feel like I was in grade 7.
Even that though was
I think I'm gonna go to bed because I have
Yeah,
work to eat
it's about
tomorrow.
that time.
It's 11:11, so we should probably
So
end
make
the
a
stream.
wish.
No, I don't mean everyone
Kate.
going.
You're disappearing. You're disappearing.
No, Kate, like that's a good suggestion because I need to go start getting ready for bed myself. So
I'm melting, and we should all go to sleep, or pretend to go to sleep.
It's only 8 o'clock here, so.
Oh my goodness, Sharon. Well, you don't go to sleep, but
you can party all night long,
I
Sharon.
mean, you can go to sleep if you want. I understand that urge.
I love going to sleep at 8 or 9.
I just love going
Yeah,
to
I would.
sleep.
Yeah. No, I'm rarely up this late during the week, and I'm just like,
oh no.
It was so great to meet all of you.
Yes,
Yeah,
this was so much fun. Yes, time to do some actual reading.
no, that's
I know, Stacey.
I tried to get us to do a third sprint, and they were like, "No, guys, not dog."
The second sprint barely even happened.
Yeah.
I mean, we were trying to be realistic here, Kate.
This is the only way to get Stacy distracted from reading, I think, is to have incoherent
ramblings.
Sister Gregory streams.
Sister Gregory streams. Can you have an accent when you're Sister Gregory?
Oh, Jesus.
Or Sister Benedict?
Sister Benedict, yeah.
Oh, by the way, I just rewatched The Da Vinci Code last night. Speaking of sister and brothers and all that kind of stuff. It's kind of creepy when it comes to that stuff.
Yeah, I haven't seen the Da Vinci Code or any Dan Brown books.
You haven't seen anything.
I love
right?
Dan Brown. I know.
Yeah.
Don't
I
read
haven't
books
seen
and you
anything
don't watch
either.
movies. We know.
All right, Grace.
According to Alan, you don't
do
read
your
books.
tequila shot at midnight.
What? Sorry?
You gonna do your tequila shot at midnight?
Well,
Happy
not if we're not on
birthday!
stream.
Happy birthday!
Well, we won't be on the stream, but I'm gonna message you and be like, shots.
Oh, I'm gonna message you now, even though we're not friends on Discord. I'm still gonna message you.
Sharon will find
It
you.
will only be 9 for me.
Is finishing a bottle of wine not sufficient?
No,
No, you have to feel
I
the
did that.
burn.
I did that like an hour ago.
The burn of the tequila. You're 25.
Damn.
You gotta-
Sharon is showing me up. Okay. Well,
Yeah, I'm
I mean-
over. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I recall promising to do it if we lasted on stream.
Are we
We
gonna
could
stand?
last.
I'm not lasting, but you guys can last. I love you, guys, but
Greg, are you still
We
awake?
have Kate
I'm awake.
disappearing down the couch. Yes.
Yeah. Katie's slowly sliding down into not being on the stream.
We're losing all the Katies.
Yeah.
I'm still here.
Yeah, happy birthday, Anita.
Wait, it's not. Oh, thank you, Anita. I just saw her message that said she wasn't sure if she'd be up at midnight. I was like, it's not my birthday yet.
Almost there.
But it's both. It's both of your birthdays.
No, she's June 22nd.
We're I thought you guys were your twins.
22nd.
Twins.
Well, you guys weren't invited to the September birthday club, so.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. September birthdays.
I got
was
the inside
June.
scoop on when everyone's birthday is, though, because I'm collecting a list of BookTube birthdays. Actually, wait, Kate, Pete, and Sharon, when are your birthdays?
Oh yeah, I should write this down.
June 5th.
This is December 20th, because you just said it earlier.
Oh, you
my
did
God,
say it.
now you're just a forehead, Kate. Like you're not even. There we go.
I can also be just a forehead.
Sharon, did you say June 5th?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh wow, I'm late.
I am January 10th.
Okay.
Okay.
I got this.
The eternal first day of school.
Ooh, that's yeah.
Never could have a birthday party. It was boo.
Boo.
Wait, who's December 20th? Pete or Greg?
Me.
Pete. Yeah, that sucks. My son is
Yeah.
December 13th, and you just get lumped into Christmas.
I'm
my parents did a good job of like trying to make sure there was something separate, like
Yeah,
trying
we
to
did
have a
too.
specific like birthday party for me, or a birthday / Christmas party, but mostly it was just my birthday party. Like, I think they did a pretty good job. I mean, there's still relatives and everybody that just we're gonna get you one more expensive gift.
We always did because my son was December 13th. For many years, we did. Because at Thanksgiving, a lot of big movies came out. And like a lot of in our neighborhood, they built those like cushy Cineopolis movie theaters, right? So we would take a bunch of kids to see whatever big movie. And for a long time, it was Harry Potter and The Lord of the Rings and all of those movies. So it would always be a big movie thing that came out. And just like my birthday was always after Memorial Day, all the superhero movies always came out on Memorial Day, like all the Marvel movies. So like we saw all the Iron Man and all of those things for my birthday. And so yeah, he had a special movie thing for his birthday.
My birthday's always just like the height of summer. Like there was never any school or anything. Like there's nothing really.
I know.
But it's
my
nice
poor
weather.
son, he's July 20th and it's nothing.
I always wanted a July birthday.
Happy belated birthday.
Thank you.
Congrats to being 29 again.
Yes, exciting. You're younger than I am.
Again, like times 3.
So you see, that's a really good point. She said she has a May birthday, but in Canada we can never tell what the weather's going to be like in May.
Michigan, crapshoot.
Yeah. It is
September's good because September's good because it can be like really hot, but like also could be like cooler.
Yeah, a lot of the time it's calmed down by September.
Yeah, usually it's pretty cool on my birthday, but not like you can't go outside or anything.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, you have a great evening, and this was so much fun.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Yeah, this was so much fun.
It's fun.
Would you do it again? We'll go do Wednesday next
week.
Maybe I'll host a sprint because I haven't hosted one yet.
Yeah.
Do it.
You have to set up your YouTube account 24 hours in advance. So
Okay, you learned that the hard way.
Go to StreamYard like right now. Well, not like right now, but maybe tomorrow, and like set it up. That way, it'll be set up for whenever you need it. Because I was going to host the thing, and then I had to be like, "Oh my God, Evie, can you host it?" Because apparently my channel won't work for 24 hours.
Oh my God. Okay, I need to remember that. That's good to know. So.
I'll remind you tomorrow.
You're the best.
Good night, Sister Benedict.
Good night. Are you going to bless us?
Good night.
The dark side does not bless.
Okay.
Hi, everybody in the chat. Thanks for hanging out with us for forever, even though we were crazy.
We weren't reading right.
Let the hate flow through you.
Let the reading flow through you? I guess.
Wait,
you will never be able to.
Good night to everyone
Yes,
who's
I'm
still here.
Darth Benedict.
Darth Benedict.
Darth Jar Jar.
Darth Benedict is a new name for the Discord. Who's gonna take it up?
Don't tempt Armin because he'll do it. Don't tempt him. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye. Thanks for having me.